That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that was good news.
It is the 8th day of July, 2025. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. Hi, my name is Chris Hockey. It's Tuesday. Tired Tuesday? I know. I feel you. It's okay. We're going to wake you up with the audible caffeine on the radio, the Power Trip Morning Show. No Corey again today as he's out playing Neasy with some dude. So he's not here, but we will have Marnsey and Johnny Bonzo and no Maxo this week. He gone too, and we will have Zacho. So, we'll get to it. We got lots to talk about. Here's Jay Leno with some comedy to get things started. Power Trip Morning Show on a Tuesday. Come on in. I'm glad you're here.
Amazon announced they're going to be opening stores nationwide with no sales clerks of any kind. First of all, that's not new, okay? Sears had that 20 years ago, okay? You ever try to buy something and say, hello, I'm trying to pay for this Kenmore suit. Hello? Hello, anybody here? Hello? What happened? What happened to Sears? Remember when Sears was Amazon? Remember those days? You got that catalog, you found what you wanted, and boom, 8 weeks later, it was right there. Last week, I go into the Apple store to get another $29 6-inch white charge cord for my iPhone. And the guy says to me, what iPhone do you have? So I got 7S. 7S? Oh, man, you got to upgrade. How about our 10th anniversary iPhone? I said, well, how much is that? It goes $1,000. It's $1,000 for the 10th anniversary iPhone. I didn't spend $1,000 on my 10th wedding anniversary, okay? Okay, that was pretty much Sizzler and a Hallmark card, as I remember. Then he says, oh, you need it because it has a new improved camera. How much more camera do you need on your iPhone? What are you using this for? Colonoscopies? What level of detail? Oh, look how much bigger Uncle Ken's nostril hairs are with this new camera. Oh, and it's huge. It's literally a tablet. Have you seen how big it is? See people at the airport walking around with it? You look like Moses carrying the 10 Commandments with your stupid iPhone.
The Beezer. Don't you hate it when that happens?
The finish line is waiting. Fate is on your side.
We wanted to be a catcher.
You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
Hi, guys. Hey, over in Ohio.
Hey, Hogs Daddy, how is ya?
I'm pretty good, man. What's happening?
Just kicking it.
Take it to the top.
Can I ask you a super strange question right off the bat?
Sure.
That is something that is old school, and you'll go, wow, I don't even know why you thought about that. Quick story.
Okay.
Last night on YouTube, one of the recommendations was this 20-minute video about the dome collapsing.
Yeah.
My question is, were you on that trip when they had to go
No.
to Detroit?
I was not. Chad Abbott was still doing it then.
Were you on the one that went to Philly for 2 days?
No.
Okay, never mind then. I thought maybe you were.
I was not. No,
Okay.
Chad was still the full-time guy, and I was just his fill-in then. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, no, that was, let's see.
It was 2010.
Yeah, and there were times back then that we switched back and forth because like it just happened. He got all the rotten ones, like that one, and I wasn't on the one where they had to be box trucked off the plane in Appleton either.
Yeah.
And I remember kind of he and I joking at that point that every time he went on a trip, he had a rough time, and mine were all smooth.
Yeah. What?
But-
Didn't they slide off the runway?
Yeah, something they had to land actually in Green Bay, I think, or maybe it was just that Appleton they slid off the runway and they didn't have the kind of machinery they needed to be able to get people off the plane. I don't remember. Man, it's been forever. Was it 2010? Is that right?
Yeah, because in 2010, the dome collapsed, and then they had to go play in Detroit, and then Then they had to do the bit where they had to, and I was part of it kind of, where they had to shovel out TCF Bank Stadium.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Sure.
And then they had to do the bit where they went to Philly, and basically, I know it was a couple weeks later, but that blizzard basically followed them there. Then they played on a Tuesday, and they won, and I think they were heavy underdogs.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was a disaster of a season.
That was a weird season.
Yes, it was.
And that was the Brett Favre season, right?
The last one, yeah.
Yeah,
When he
right.
got hurt at TCF Bank Stadium. I think that was the time where Joe Nelson maybe had to do the game because PA got stuck
in traffic trying to get there. Man, and Rocket Club sang the national anthem. And I can remember.
That's right.
Yeah. And it was the biggest snowflakes I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I still can't believe how hard it was snowing that day.
And that stadium had been closed for like 2.5 months.
Yeah, and they tried to basically defrost the stadium.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
The stadium floor.
The ups
field,
and downs of the football season.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, I was thinking about that because I believe Favre's first year, the first year would have been 2008, 2009, or 2009, 2010. 2008, 2000.
No, it would have been 2009 to 2010 because the NFC
season.
Championship game, I think, was technically in 2010.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because I can remember the first time he walked onto the plane as a Minnesota Viking.
You were on
right
it.
there. Yeah. I was sitting right beside PA.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap.
That's Brett Favre.
That's Brett freaking Favre. It's like a cartoon walking on the plane. You're just like, that's a real person. Look at him.
Yep.
I'm looking at the 2009 Minnesota Viking coaching staff. Kevin Stefanski.
Outstanding.
Yeah. Ryan Ficken, George Stewart, Eric Bieniemy, Kevin Rogers, Darrell Bevel.
Yep.
Childress was your head coach.
I think didn't Bevel become the head coach or something in Seattle?
I thought he went to Wisconsin.
I think he came from Wisconsin.
Okay, that could be.
I think he might have got a head coaching shot.
That could be. Leslie Frazier was your defense coordinator.
Yeah, outstanding
Great
human.
dude, yeah. Carl Dunbar was defensive line. That's
also
a good
great dude.
Big old dude, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jeff Imamura.
No.
Defensive assistant. Fred Pagic. Pagic?
Yeah,
I don't know how you say it.
Yeah.
Yep. Man.
Wow.
That's a long time ago, but it feels like a minute ago.
The 2009 season is the only season in the last 20 years that I didn't work here.
No kidding.
Yep.
Man.
I got laid off that April. There was a big celebration.
Yeah, we had a great party that day.
And then I got brought back like in June of 2010.
Yeah, and it was weird because if I remember correctly, Zach, you were still in high school, but we brought you here for the party.
Yeah.
Just because we were having such a huge party, we wanted to invite everybody.
It was such a good time.
I was way too young, but the champagne was flowing and everybody was in on it.
It was really weird how Pops kept trying to get you to drink
man, he
champagne.
wouldn't stop.
I think it was the last iHeart party that wasn't at the Cannes Film Festival. It is Tuesday.
Well done.
Thank you. But yeah, just an outstanding that whole 2-year run where we thought we could just run the thing back, and it was like, it didn't work out that well, and just a trip.
Well, that's because not making light of it. Brett Favre's brain was scrambled, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, they broke him in half.
Yeah. I mean, the last play he ever played as a Viking, the last play ever played in the NFL, Bryant McKinney missed the block, and he got just slammed into that rock-hard turf at TCF Bank Stadium.
Frozen solid, man.
Right. Yeah.
I think about like the fact that they had to fly down there to get him, and I wonder what that conversation was like, because it might have been like, hey, guys, my head, I don't think I can do this. Right. Come on, man, it's not that bad.
If I remember correctly, it was Steve Hutchinson. I believe it might have been not Lieber, maybe.
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen, that's right. Yeah, and Jared Allen. And there was one more.
Longwell.
That's right. And they went down there and knocked on his door, and Brett answered the door and said, "Who the hell are you three?" Mm-hmm. And I think they should have known right then that there was a problem.
Yeah.
Why is it dark and quiet in here, Brett?
Yeah. Why is everything? Are you all right?
Brett, put the phone down and put your penis away.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why are you sending pics to people right now?
Yeah.
That's a weird documentary.
Yeah, that is a weird documentary.
That's a weird documentary.
Yeah.
I felt bad about myself after watching that documentary.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's a weird documentary.
It's a weird documentary.
Yeah.
I've told you this story, but maybe because we're talking about an era when you were gone for a bit, have I ever told you the Anthony Herrera story?
No.
Okay, so do you remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Guard for
He was
the
a
Minnesota
guard,
Vikings.
yeah.
He was a guard. He was a starting guard for us during that era for when Brett Favre was the quarterback. So we had him on the show one day during the good old days when you were gone.
Yep.
And doing my research that I do, I realized that. I'll take you a different direction. My high school football coach was a game changer for me.
Yeah.
He was like another father to me. He was just the best. Coach Cox, of course.
Yeah. Duh.
But he was also our government teacher. And he realized when he met me as an eighth grader, he realized I was the kind of guy who, if he told me to bite somebody, I would bite them.
Yeah.
Right. And so when I became a freshman, and he had some kids who were seniors who were just nincompoops, he benched them all and made me the starting center of our high school football team as a freshman. I weighed 145 pounds.
Had you ever done it before?
I'd never played center in my life.
Yeah.
But I was like, I would do anything he told me to, and I got run over. It was not, I didn't do great, but I started at center as a freshman, right? So anyway, that guy, and then we go through my entire high school career, and then he coaches Curtis Enos, and then he retires. Well, what I didn't know is that he didn't retire. He just went to a high school in Florida, became the high school football coach down there. And when I was looking through Anthony Herrera's bio, he credited his high school football coach with changing his life, and it was Coach Daniel Cox, my high school football coach. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
I know. Unbelievable. I was really impressed with that. Anthony didn't seem to care that much.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a pretty cool thing, man.
Yeah.
And I've talked to Coach Cox about it a couple of times since then.
Is he still with us?
Yes, he is.
Wow.
Yes, he is. Yep. Yeah, he was a game changer for me, man. He believed in me.
Which is huge, right?
I'm telling you, absolutely. I was just, I had a big brother. Sometimes, as Dov will tell you, and as your younger brother will tell you, Zach, sometimes being a younger brother is not easy. You're living in somebody's shadow, and everybody forgets to tell you that you're doing okay too.
Yeah.
And Coach Cox told me that, man. Made me believe in myself. It was something else. So that's weird because I'm 50. I'm 54. I'll be 55 this year. And Anthony Herrera is 45. So he's 10 years younger than me.
So how old is Coach Cox?
You see, let me look. That's a great question. Thank you for asking.
I would guess 80-something.
Well, it's weird because your teachers and your coaches all seem 1,000 years old, but they were 30. You know what I mean?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Florida. Oh, hi, Johnny Bones.
Boney.
High school football. How about that?
Oh boy.
Oh no! Don't say it.
Is it? Do you remember the name of the high school?
Don't tell me he didn't die. No, that's not him.
Okay.
I don't think that's him. Yeah, because he didn't graduate from Gainesville.
Oh.
Thank God.
That would have,
That would have broken my heart.
I mean, literally, the headline is
I know.
Dave Cox, a longtime freshman football coach.
Yeah, that would have been real
that
bad.
would have sucked. Yeah.
R.I.P. to him.
Yeah.
But
You're
not-
beautiful. No, that's not the right song.
No. Goodbye, my lover.
Goodbye, my lover wouldn't have been right either.
Yeah,
That
no,
would have
that
been
would
bad
not-
too.
no,
That
that
would have
would-
been
no,
bad. That would have been bad.
Yeah, that would have been bad. A simple goodbye, sir, would have probably
that'd
fitted.
Been best. That'd probably been the best.
Not to keep going down memory lane, but were you there in the Blair Walsh field goal missed kick bit?
That was a home game.
Yeah, were you there?
I was not there. No, no. It's just like now. I didn't do the home games. I only did the away games.
What a disaster.
I was sitting right here with Tennessee.
Yep.
Going, of course.
Well, you were, of course, sitting there with Tennessee, and you looked at him and said, "We're going to go to the Super Bowl."
That was the Brett Favre. Across the body throw.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, son of a bitch is correct.
Oh God.
I mean, you even go back to we showed, and he's 6 months old, but I wanted to show him the Minneapolis Miracle
He'll
bit.
never forget it.
He'll never forget it. He fell asleep halfway through. But that was a team of destiny, and then the next week they got killed. Ugh.
I got to watch that with my Philadelphia Eagles girlfriend, or wife, actually.
Whoa.
Yeah, was your wife?
She doesn't know about that. Yeah. So, with a table full of Eagles fans and a bar full of Vikings fans.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
I bet that went over well.
Oh, man.
God. Oh God.
That was a tough week.
Yep. And then you went to the Super Bowl.
Then I took her to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Because it was here.
Yeah, it was here.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. It was walking distance.
And they beat the Patriots, so I don't even feel too bad about it.
Correct. Yeah.
Man, geez Louise. Ah, memory lane.
Yeah.
And we're burying the top story. The very biggest top story. How did we even start talking about this stuff?
I just asked you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got to talk about Corey Cove.
Oh, yeah.
Can somebody tell me why that man's leg is on top of his leg?
Yeah, what was that?
I'm being serious. Is
that
it
how
an
you
optical illusion?
Is that how you play poker now?
Well, I mean, a certain kind of poker, but I don't think the
Amen,
poker that
brother.
they're playing.
Yeah, listen to the Hogster.
So yesterday I sent out we have this group text called the Power Trip Effers. And you never know what you're going to get on there, especially if it's a Friday night and Creasel's drunk or Tommy's wasted.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
And it's fun. It's always but I sent out a legitimate text and I just said, hey, does anybody know how Corey's doing in poker, and are his big old boobies out? And then Zacho sends a pic of Corey still playing. Is he still in, by the way?
Yes, he is.
Okay, he's still good for you, Corey.
Yeah, good for you,
good
man.
for you, Corey. But the picture that you sent, when I zoomed in, because I was like, what? I zoom in, and the man sitting to Corey's immediate left, his knee is sitting on top of Corey's leg. Is it not?
Yes.
It is, right?
Yes.
Now, is that some kind of intimidation tactic?
Did Corey pay for that?
I don't know, but it's
That is so ridiculous.
credit Tobias Honeycutt, who apparently is down there, and he is.
That's a hockey name.
Hockey name.
I think that's
Can I
one
get
of Martin Moistshoe's.
Moistshoe's calling?
But he tweeted that, and it's kind of hot, honestly. I mean, if you look at it.
It is on there.
Yeah, it's on there.
Oh yeah, it's resting. It's taking its coat off and it's staying a while.
I need to know what the hell's going on. I need to know if Corey is letting that guy mind blank him, because that ain't right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That ain't right. I want to fight that guy. I mean, I don't like Corey at all, but I don't want you to mess with him.
Yes. Yeah. Don't mess with our guy.
He's my guy.
Yeah, we mess with him. You don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your steer.
That's
Yeah. Wow.
If somebody's going to violate Corey, it's going to be me.
Right.
Yeah. It's like Nasty Nate.
It's weird. Can you tweet that picture out from the Power Trip page?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't show that guy's face.
No, and I just don't know what's going on.
Yeah. It even got Hawk to swear on that text chain, which he rarely does. What the F?
But I mean, it's weird.
It is weird.
His leg is. I wouldn't be comfortable with your leg sitting on top of me like that, Saucy.
Yeah.
And that's a complete stranger, unless it's not.
Yeah, unless it's not. Unless Corey demanded that guy sit next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if that's Corey's alternate lifestyle that we don't know about?
What if there's sweet music playing in both their ears?
Yeah. What if they're both listening to like I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston?
Or Benny and the Jets for some reason.
Yeah. Or The Club at the End of the Street.
That could be it. That sounds more accurate.
Yeah, that's way more accurate.
Yeah, right. I just don't know what's going on. So that's weird.
Soup's weird.
But it does seem like an intimidation tactic, and I don't like it. Corey, fly me out there. I'll whoop that guy.
Yeah.
Or I'll give it a good shot. I'll probably get beat up, but I'll give it a good shot.
Well, at least you'll try.
Yeah. Man, that's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
I mean, get your leg off me.
Yeah. Is today Prime Day, Zacho?
Yeah.
Every day's Pride Day, brother. What
Prime.
Oh, sorry. Is it Prime Day today?
Yeah, Hawk's got some shopping to do.
Oh, great.
Yep.
You know what, dude? This is no joke. Remind me when we come back what I realized last night when I looked in my closet. Not that you were in there.
Oh, where's Corey gone?
Your dad was.
Yeah.
I did notice Corey was gone, and then I looked at that picture.
Yeah, and then you're
Like,
like,
oh,
oh, he's
good for you,
he's in a good spot.
Remind me now, because it does have to do with Prime Day and shopping and buying things you don't need.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's your specialty.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Two
Zacho?
things real quick. One, we are streaming the whole show today.
Oh, we are.
Why?
So that's just what we're doing now, apparently. So
Starting out of nowhere?
yeah.
Okay.
no big, hoopla. So KFAN.com/watch.
Well, we're knee deep in the hoopla.
We are
Great,
so
son.
knee deep in
Thank
it.
you.
Well, actually, Corey's knee deep in the hoopla right
Yeah.
now.
It looked like he probably
That guy's knee deep in Corey's
I guess
hoopla.
Corey's waking up
Yeah.
with a lot of splaining to do.
Yeah. Well, to himself and
Yes.
to others. And to the maid.
Oh,
maid.
Yeah.
Grody.
Yeah, you better tip that poor lady.
Yeah. And two, this first segment sauce was
Brought to you by my amazing friends at Gutter Helmet and GutterHelmetMN.com. Never clean your gutters again.
There's more to Taco Bell's Luxe Cravings boxes than you'd expect. Unless you're expecting the choice between 3 lavish boxes of Taco Bell favorites, then you're spot on. Choose yours today, only at Taco Bell. For a limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra.
Hey, it's Guardsy. This summer, make every drive feel like a getaway. The Golden Opportunity Sales Event is on now, and it's your perfect chance to step into the Lexus RX, where cutting edge meets summer-ready style. With its chiseled lines, signature spindle grille, and sleek LED lighting, it turns up the heat before you even hit the road. Summer won't last forever, but great style? That's timeless. The Golden Opportunity Sales Event now through September 2nd at Lexus of Wayzata and Lexus of Maplewood.
Yo, it's Paul Allen. Looking for reliable heating and cooling solutions? At Hoffman Cooling and Heating, we ensure your home stays comfortable all year. Have emergency heating and cooling problems that require immediate attention? Our reliable technicians are on call 24/7 to service residents throughout the Twin Cities. Call us today at 612-555-1234 or visit hoffmanheating.net. Hoffman Cooling and Heating, your comfort is our priority.
Everything is about to change, forever, for the better. You found the love of your life, and you're about to ask for her hand in marriage. Only one major hurdle stands in your way. No, it's not her father. You can handle him. It's the ring. You need a ring, a diamond ring. And those cost a lot of money, and you don't know squat about diamonds. Just thinking about it sends your heart racing, and you break out in little beads of sweat. You're experiencing diamond anxiety, and I have the cure. It's a time-tested, proven technique. Now relax, take a deep breath, let it out slowly, and repeat after me. Wedding Day Diamonds. Yes, Wedding Day. Our family has helped anxious guys relax, actually enjoy the process, and know that they've secured the best possible diamond engagement ring their money can buy for more than 40 years. And we can do the same for you. Don't suffer diamond anxiety. Remember the 3 magic words, Wedding Day Diamonds, and keep breathing, because I think that's important too.
Wedding Day Diamonds, 9 locations, including Rochester and St. Cloud.
Join the MGA today and establish a handicap index, a free subscription to Minnesota Golfer Magazine, and more. mngolf.org.
Join me, Greg Rosenthal, and an all-star cast of media personalities, including Mina Kimes, Steve Weish, Kevin Harlan, and more, for a look at football's best since the turn of the century. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search NFL Daily with Greg Rosenthal, and listen now.
Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
From the LevelMN.com Weather Center.
This report is sponsored by Amazon Prime Day.
iHeartRadio weather, mostly sunny and pleasant today with highs in the mid-80s. Mostly clear tonight to low in the mid-60s. And once again, a high in the mid-80s tomorrow, more sun than clouds. I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Currently, it's 66.
Okay, I've got some good news, and I've got some great news. The good news is that Prime Day is almost here. The great news, this year you'll have 4 days to find deals on all of your favorite things. Shop Prime Day, July 8th through the 11th.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Listen live to The Fan or podcast us on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. This is FM 100.3 KFXN Minneapolis, St. Paul, an iHeartRadio station.
That's right. Hi, everybody. I guess you can look at us if you'd like, KFAN.com/watch right now.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Looking good. You're a cross of Willem Dafoe and Pink.
I am?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
No.
No, he just...
I just think that's what you look like. That's a compliment. It don't take me to tell you it needs to lose about 10
pounds. This is such a great bit.
Okay. Welcome back, Power Trip Morning Show. Corey's gone. Boney's here. Hi, John Bones.
Hi, kids.
How
Hi,
are you, buddy?
Bones.
What's new? Anything new?
Our dog might be big.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So we purposely needed to get, our last dog, as you know, was like 20 pounds, and we got her as an adult. And we went seeking for that same thing because we live in a condo and we have to take the elevator down. Sometimes there's other dogs in the elevator. Chrissy wants to be able to pick up the dog if you need to pick up the dog.
Sure.
Yeah,
right?
which is
Chrissy's only 5'4".
Yeah.
So that was the initial goal when we went to the meet and greet at Safe Hands Animal Rescue. And we had a dog in mind. That dog was unavailable. This dog climbed into Chrissy's lap. Chrissy's like, okay, we'll take this dog.
That's the correct response.
Right, exactly right. We didn't really know what they don't really know what the breed is, right? They said, maybe wire-haired terrier crossed with lab. Well, she kind of looks a little like a wire-haired terrier, and crossed with lab just means it's something bigger. People like labs.
Yeah, right.
So we'll put that down as the second one. So we're out the other day. We run into my barber. My barber takes a look at we have no idea what breed this is. He looks at her. He says, looks at Rose and says, "She looks like a wolfhound, Irish wolfhound."
Oh my! No, dude, that's a giant dog. Dude, that's a giant dog.
Take a Google search on Irish wolfhounds and what the pictures look like, right?
Yeah.
That's
the pictures that regularly come up are them standing on they're putting their paws on a 6'5" guy's shoulders and being taller than them.
Yeah.
It is something you could saddle up and Chrissy could literally just throw a saddle on it and ride it around town.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a big old dog. You may need to move out to the country.
So I don't think she's an Irish wolfhound. I don't think she's going to get that big. Whatever she is, she's a mix. She's probably not going to be that big. But I mean, she has grown from 14 pounds to 20-some pounds, 20-plus pounds in a month.
Wow.
Meat sauce. And so, and Chrissy's just so terrified of having a big dog that now that is my constant bit is to tell her how she'd be dealing with the Irish wolfhound here.
Ooh, Lordy.
I didn't know this, but did you know I don't know what model of iPhone, maybe it's whatever, you can take a picture of her and then click on the picture and it'll tell you what the dog is.
Oh, yeah?
Because I've done that with,
Even if it's a mutt, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done that with Muppet, and Winnie. Yeah, it'll give you a broad, I didn't know that, but yeah.
Give me a broad?
It'll give you a broad example. Yeah, it'll give you a broad.
Oh, sweet.
I mean, I suppose we can get a DNA tested or something if we need to, but it's more fun just playing the bit. Problem is that when I find out it's not an Irish wolfhound, I can't torture her with it anymore. So.
What a great bit, though.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a big
You're
dog.
You're gonna have a horse. Yeah,
that's a big dog. Oof. So, well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
And those are big old turds.
Yeah, huge turds.
Those are big turds.
Yeah.
Being that it's Amazon Prime Day, I'll pay off my teas.
Your nice teas.
Hey, I'm no Corey Coe, but I got a good set. So I looked in my closet last night, and in my closet, again, cheap joke. Now that Corey's gone.
Yeah. He's gone.
I have a large leaf size, the kind you use to gather leaves in the fall.
Yeah.
Trash bag.
Yeah.
Full of clothes, waiting to go to the Goodwill.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead, sir.
How many of them had tags on them?
A few. Admittedly. Now, I have lost a considerable amount of weight.
Yes, you have.
Not
That's
bragging,
true.
but there's that.
You're right.
And so I'm still going through the closet to get rid of clothes. So so there's a bag of clothes, about half full, but a giant bag sitting to the right. To the left of that is a stack of boxes of cat food because I can't get that damn service to stop sending me cat food.
Oh no!
I can't get it to stop. I've asked them, please,
Is this like your massage thing?
please. No, I forget the name of the service. Were they puffy, purry, furry, kitty, doggy, poopy? Anyway.
No, it's
damn it.
Is it it's not the wet food bit, is it?
No. It's just like
Chewy?
Chewy.
Yeah, chewy. So I've got 2 full bags, an open bag, and then 2 boxes with full bags still inside the boxes.
Because you can't figure out how to cancel
And they won't stop sending it to me.
But you don't mind paying for it.
Well, I'm going to need it eventually.
I'm going to have to do that to somebody.
Yeah, correct.
That's a good idea. You're right.
Yeah.
And then I look down below that, and there is a guitar, because in my guitar closet, I've run out of room. Because I have so many guitars.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the guitar closet, there's not enough closet for the guitars.
That's right.
Gotcha.
I need to sell some guitars.
All right.
And to the right of that are not one, but 2 unopened boxes of over-the-ear wireless headphones. Now, why did I buy those? Those are my latest purchase. That was last week. Do you know why I bought them? Because they were on sale.
Yeah. What brand?
Like JBL. They're really good headphones, and it was a really good, sweet deal.
Yeah.
But I only got 2 ears, right?
Yeah.
And I've already got a good set of over-the-ear wireless headphones. I didn't need them, but I might need them someday.
Yeah. Plus, you use them for work.
I will definitely write them off.
Yeah, they're for work.
But my point is, I got to stop buying stuff I don't need. That's why Amazon Prime Day is so dangerous for me.
And it's today.
It's right now.
Yeah. Well, let's
But
take a look here.
Here's what the thing is for sure. Somebody, one of you guys, is going to get headphones for Christmas. Just so you know.
Guitar?
Are they in your car?
They are not yet. No,
Oh.
yeah, I get it. Yeah. No. But I got to start saving my money because, listen, radio's been very, very good to me. But they ain't no retirement plans with this joint.
Yeah.
You know, I got to start saving money.
Yeah.
It ain't going to last forever, Johnny.
No.
I got to start.
No.
I'm in my contract negotiations as we speak. They may say, no thanks. Quit your bitching.
Nah, I don't. I hope they don't say that.
I don't know.
At least you'll have that guitar fund to fall
I got
back
that
on.
guitar.
Yeah.
I got that guitar. So there you go.
You should buy this.
Don't tell me this. Whatever you're about to say, I don't
Mocha
need.
Master
I don't need.
10
I
cup
definitely don't
coffee
need that.
maker.
No.
Juniper color.
Here's-
40 ounce 10 cup. It's
You
the
know-
one I have. It's outstanding.
Here's the problem with
Buy that.
buying those things. No. Here's why I don't like those things. Because you know what my favorite flavor of coffee is? The flavor somebody else made. I don't like coffee unless it's been made with somebody else's elbow grease. I don't like making coffee at home. I never have.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste the same.
Well, do you drink just regular coffee?
Sure.
Yeah.
I do from time to time, but only if I go someplace and make somebody give it to me and pay them to do it. It would cost me 30 cents to make my own cup of coffee, probably.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend $8 instead because
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Because a large coffee at some of these places is now $4. And the lids on one of, not this place where you went, the lids on the other place with the white cups, they're hideous. Go back to the old lids.
The lids
Hideous.
drive you crazy.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be covered in coffee.
Yeah, you're going to be covered in coffee, and now it's like not plastic anymore, and it's like the stuff they make with the straws to like save turtles, and it's just wet dog paper after a while. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Similarly, Hawk, the only time I ever make coffee is if I'm making it for Chrissy.
Yeah.
Chrissy and me.
Right.
I will never make coffee for myself.
Right. It doesn't taste the same. It just doesn't.
Yeah, but there's something about like 6 a.m. sitting on the couch, having a cup of coffee.
Listen,
A+.
there are DoorDash people at 6 a.m.
Yeah,
Give me my coffee, bitch.
Yeah. You should buy this, though.
I do. When I order it, they say special instructions, and I just write, give me my coffee, bitch.
Yeah. You should buy this Stanley cup right here.
You should buy me a muzzle. No, yourself one. You should
Buy this TV.
You know how there's gloves to make it so you can use your phone when you're wearing gloves? I need gloves to make it so you can't.
Yeah, you do need that. Buy this TV.
Hawk,
Yeah.
you want to go to Applebee's tomorrow?
Why?
Because there's a $50 gift card
Damn
on
it,
sale
don't
for
say it.
$39.50.
See, how can you turn that
Yeah,
down?
you can't.
I'm going to be hungry someday.
He's buying that
You can
right
get
now.
it tomorrow. You can have it tomorrow night.
And I can get Sbarro as well? Is that what you just said?
No, you get tomorrow. You get tomorrow. Because if there's any better use of Prime one-day shipping, it's for an Applebee's gift card.
And let me tell you something else.
It's not digital?
I ain't trying to rip on anybody and their work ethic, but somebody here at this radio station needs to give me an endorsement with 5 Hour Energy because I spend so much money on 5 Hour Energies.
And they're stolen.
And sometimes they are. That's why I have to hide them.
Yeah.
I mean, and listen, that's an endorsement I can say. I do love this blank.
Yeah, you do. You have one
I have
every
a
day.
problem.
Yeah, you do.
I have one every day. Are you kidding? I have 5 every day.
Jeez.
You know, I have at least 5 every day.
That's
not a joke.
25 hours of energy?
Yeah,
In
I
a
do.
24-hour day?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's not an exaggeration.
No. Weren't you once told to stop doing that?
Yeah, screw them. Here's the thing.
Wasn't that Stephen Meade?
Yeah, and I love Dr. Stephen Meade, but he had the nerve to retire on me.
Yeah, so
Speaking of that, if you've got, and I've said this before, and nobody's responding. If you have a family doctor that you enjoy and that you like, that you think would be good for me, please email me. I don't have a doctor right now.
Yeah.
He retired on me. He doesn't care if I live or die.
Yeah, and you don't care. You don't care if it's at network or not. What do you care?
What does that mean?
Yeah, correct.
And you know what else I did? Do you want to hear how else dumb I am?
Well, your insurance is from Illinois anyway.
Don't even get me started on that son of a bitch.
You are at the age where the doctor retires, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That happened to me
I know.
about 5-10 years ago.
I hate it. I love Dr. Stephen Mead. He's my main man. He's my friend.
Yeah, he's great.
Listen, if you're going to look across at me while you got my nuts in your hand, we better be friends.
My God. Are you friends with my dad?
No, not anymore, because he's rough with my nuts.
My God.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, Rose.
You know what your dad's nickname was in high school? The Nutcracker.
Oh, my God.
And it wasn't even Christmas. Anyway, so
I'd like to watch the
hockeycaveman.com.
Tarzan
I know you
movie.
do. Relax, Rose.
Relax, Rose.
Hawk, 30-pack of 5-Hour Energy, $65.97.
See what I'm saying?
You can get it this afternoon.
Yeah, get that.
I have 3 of them in my box right now.
That's hot.
Whoa.
Weird.
Is that where you hide them?
Is that an OnlyFans bit?
That's the only way I can feel it these days.
Oh, my
Jeez.
Weird.
Sounds so good.
I know it sounds good to you, Rose, because you're a freak. All right, there you go. Ah, damn it. I need Harry's razor blades, too.
Don't
I
you have a
do.
guy for that, Boney?
I do. I can hook you up.
Oh, well, please hook me up. All right.
All right.
I'm taking them out of my cart right now because I need those.
Harrys.com/Gleeman.
I love those damn things.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right? Is it a code?
Exactly right.
Is it a code?
Yeah, it's
Gleeman.
code.
Son of a bitch.
Harrys.com/Gleeman.
I'm on it. Power Trip More Show will be right
All
back.
right, bye.
It's on a thing.
KFAN, Total Traffic.
It's Chris Hockey, the Power Trip Morning Show. Did you know that even in this modern world, literally millions of Americans either can't afford high-speed internet at home or live in a location where it's not available? Think about what that would do to you when it came to education or healthcare or even just social opportunities. That's why AT&T is committing $5 billion to help 25 million people get and stay connected to affordable high-speed internet access by 2030. This initiative began in 2021, and since then, nearly 5 million Americans have benefited from AT&T's discounted internet service and digital literacy programs. What a gift, right? To be able to have access for schooling and for work. And beyond those receiving assistance getting connected to high-speed internet, AT&T has reached about 360,000 students through the Achievery, a free digital learning platform. They've also helped educate 288,000 adults with digital literacy resources and workshops. I love when our greatest companies take this kind of initiative to help people. That's what it's all about, right?
Connecting changes everything. AT&T.
KFAN, Total Traffic.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
From the 1-800-ASK Gary Traffic Center.
On Highway 36 westbound, the off-ramp to Edgerton partially blocked due to an accident. 35W northbound, the off-ramp to Highway 13 westbound continues to be closed until mid-October. I'm Adi Manzano. That's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole new floor inside your Macy's store. And right now, you'll find the latest summer styles all for under $25. With new arrivals every day, you never know what amazing deals you'll find. So don't wait. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com.
Ah, yeah, summer's finally here, but you know what? Nothing ruins the vibe faster than a broken AC. You know what I'm talking about. It's Chris Hockey here, and I've got good news for you. Aquarius Home Services is taking $98 off any AC repair so you can chill out all season long. Maybe you're looking to upgrade. Get a new heating and cooling system for less per day than your daily coffee and save up to 25% off. The pros at Aquarius Home Services give your system the full checkup and explain everything clearly, so you don't have to guess. Book your service right now at AquariusHomeservices.com. Aquarius, earning the right to be recommended.
Got one of those days that never stops? Try a stop at Speedway and refresh the vibe with $1 large Big Gulp drinks. Get $1 large Big Gulp drinks at Speedway with Speedy Rewards. The convenience stores of Speedway. Valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms.
Hey there, it's Paul Allen from my friends at Early Bird Electric. If you're like me, you probably have a few electrical repairs needed in your house. Maybe it's a few lights that flicker when you turn them on. Do your smoke detectors beep from all directions, then go silent when you get close? Early Bird Electric can handle all your electrical repairs quickly and effectively. And for a limited time, they're offering a free service call when they make the repair. Early Bird Electric. Visit callthebird.com thebird.com or call 612-THE-BIRD.
When you own your own business, you own every decision. Catch the red eye or take the 6 a.m.
Make a new hire or promote internally.
Celebrate a win with a toast at the gate or unwind at the lounge. Big props to this team. Some decisions are a win-win. Like earning 8 times points on Chase Travel. Introducing Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business. With $2,500 in annual value, it's the business card that gives back all you put in. Visit chase.com/reserve business to learn more. Cards issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank and a member of FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Buying, selling, or just living in a home? You can trust Standard Water to fix your radon or mold problems. Standard Water is the radon and mold expert since 1977. Free estimates start at standardwater.com. Standardwater.com. Standard Water for mold and radon.
Hey, it's Chris Hockey for Olivia. Livia Days are here with the best offers of the year. Buy 2 months of Livia's same-day medical weight loss injections and get the 3rd month for free. Join now, take advantage of their summer nutrition special, and get 50% off the program. Livia is the 15-year leader in weight loss, delivering personalized plans, in-body scans, telehealth, and in-person support options. Plus, get access to GLP-1 friendly meals, NAD+, and Lipo B12. It's your summer. No sacrifices, just results. Visit Livia.com today.
Turnpike Troubadours at the Ledge Amphitheater on Friday, July 11th. Tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
From the LevelMN.com Weather Center.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
Bobby Bones here with some easy trivia. What does the Staples Easy button say? That was easy. Boom. I mean, that was easy. You knew that, right? And now you know to press it for prints, shipping, and even passport photos. Plus, next day delivery to over 98% of the U.S. I see you, Staples. That was easy.
Fan forecast.
Sunny and a high of 83 degrees today.
From the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios, this is the Power Trip on FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
Hey, it's a beautiful morning.
Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Happy Tuesday. It is a beautiful morning.
Hi, Hogs.
Hi, baby. Got a little bit of rain last night out in the Rogers area. Did you guys get hit with rain?
Yeah, we got a little, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't enough. I was hoping for
nothing.
Yeah.
You didn't get any?
Yeah, like everything developed to the east of us, and the thing that hit you guys went to the south of us.
Yeah.
And I'm getting really emotional about it.
It's okay,
I'm
baby.
sorry.
There'll be rain.
I really like rain.
Yeah, blame it on the rain.
I do. I like it a lot.
Yeah, same.
Hey,
I haven't had to turn my sprinkler system on yet.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny Bones.
Yes, sir.
Is it cool living in the sky when it rains?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the sunset last night was.
It was pretty gorgeous, wasn't it?
Fantastic.
There was a
the
giant
sunrise this
rainbow.
morning was fantastic.
Oh, thanks, Nora Jones.
Thanks,
Lawyer Lambert.
No, I just like living in the sky.
I bet you do.
Yeah, I like having the downtown as a neighbor.
Yeah, freaks me out a little bit how high you are.
Really?
Yeah, and the fact that you told me that the building sways a little.
I think it does just sway just a touch. That surprised us about moving into that place. That how many of my friends, it turns out, have some sort of fear of heights. I would say like 20% of the people that we invited over probably were not comfortable like walking out on the balcony.
Really?
Oh, I couldn't do that.
And my parents were kind of discouraging us moving into the condo, et cetera.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. I think my dad was uncomfortable with being up that high.
Oh, really?
I think that was part of it.
Yeah. I think it's probably not a good idea for me to live up that high.
Yeah. Well, there is that.
Siren song.
Yeah. Hold on, I just got an email from one of our. Oh, okay. See you guys.
Yeah. Oh, no.
One too many emails.
Yep.
Was your earphone ringing yesterday?
Oh my God.
Once those spots don't click where they're supposed to go, boy.
Yeah.
One too many commercials.
Pony.
Saying, hey, have you done your June spots yet? And it's July.
Yeah.
And I have.
Oh,
and I sent them to you in May.
Oh.
I know, Rose. And then I'm like, see ya.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
I know. Thanks, Alex. You're always in my head. You're always there for me, buddy.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Johnny Bones, your Minnesota Twins battle the Cubs tonight.
Sorry,
I got too excited to talk to Bonus.
You were super boned. You were all boned
$5
up.
meal deal. Get any lunch sandwich plus Frito-Lay chips in your choice of coffee or Polar Pop Try our new zesty pizza stacker today.
Whoa.
Italian sausage, pepperoni, mozzarella, and marinara. Make it a meal deal for $5 only at Holiday. The Twins battle. Is that the Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah.
The Twins battle.
Come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
That's
Rowdy Piper.
Yeah, Rowdy Piper. The Twins battle the Cubs tonight. Bonus at 6:40. Simeon Woods Richardson pitches for your Twins. Your Minnesota Twins are currently 43-47. They are 14 games back of Detroit. The Cubs lead the NL Central and are 54-36.
They've got their work cut out for them tonight. Shota Imanaga on the mound for the Cubs. He has got.
Whoa, dude!
That's Hawks' dad's favorite pitcher.
He has been outstanding ever since he came over from Japan. I think a year and a half ago. Under a 3 ERA right now. So they're going to have their work cut out for them tonight, and they've got to make up some ground. They're still 3 games under 500. I think you said they're 5 games out of the last wild card spot right now, and they need to show that they can be competitive if they want to be not sellers at the trade deadline, which is different than being buyers at the trade deadline. I'm not sure that they'll actually do much to improve the team, but at least they would not be selling at their free agents.
I mean, even if they were like 2 games back, I don't think they'd buy at the trade deadline.
Well,
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I want you to shut up.
I think in theory they would be buyers. I think whether or not they actually have payroll that they can take on of players is a different story. So.
What's the latest on the selling of this team?
So there was an interesting note in Tom Powers' Pioneer Press yesterday, which was, I think, 3 sentences long and didn't make a ton of sense. What it said is, quote, "There's a deal on the table." I think that's what the word was.
Blood on the tracks.
But I think there was technically a deal on the table 3 months ago, even after Ishbia, because we heard that they turned down a $1.5 billion offer at one point. So that's a deal on the table. What I was told about the turn down offer way back when is that don't necessarily assume that that's because $1.5 billion isn't enough, which is I think how most people assumed. You can also assume like they didn't want to sell to that person for whatever reason, or they didn't think it was viable to sell to that person for whatever reason, such as they're not sure that they're going to get approved by the ownership groups in Major League Baseball and that sort of thing, right? Or the financing. So the first piece of information was there is a offer on the table. The second piece of information is that Major League Baseball has agreed to guarantee the $400 million loan that's against the Twins. I don't really understand why that's important.
Wait. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Right.
So tell me that. What does that mean?
It said Major League Baseball will guarantee the $400 million loan.
Who and
that the Twins have against them. Right now, the Twins the Poleheads have taken out $425 million of loans against the Twins
from Major League Baseball. Or
well,
from
I don't.
Somebody?
It's not clear.
So they basically took equity out of the Twins.
Kind of. Yes. Yeah. Right. That's right. And
boy, they are hurting for cash.
You think?
That's what.
Jeez Louise.
That's what John Boney said 5 years ago.
I ain't pointing fingers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hawk wants to know if he can take money from the Twins.
Right.
They do have some headphones though that they can sell you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Over your headphones. It's not clear to me why that's important that that Major League Baseball guarantees that. There's a lot of ways that it could be important, like maybe the new owners want to make sure that they don't have to have $1.5 billion in cash. They only want $1.1 billion in cash, and then they'll pay off the other $400 million gradually. I mean, and that's just pure speculation. I have no idea why that's an important piece of information, but it seemed to be an important piece of information. And then the third line was about how Major League Baseball owners or how potential owners hadn't really been putting offers out there because they were worried about the Twins' cash flow. And it wasn't clear if that was tied to the information about the loan or if that was just a separate piece of information. Were they worried about the cash flow because they've got to pay off the interest on $425 million worth of loans, and this is going to somehow, by Major League Baseball guaranteeing it, they're going to drop the interest rate, and therefore it's going to cash flow. I don't know exactly what the. So there were three pieces of information there, and none of them really seem to tie together.
So they're worried that when they buy for $1.5 billion, they're actually buying for $1.9 million.
No, I don't think so. I think everybody understands the price is going to be the price, and the $400 million is, going to be paid off by the new owner. Isn't voluntarily paying 1.5 plus 425 million. That's never been reported. What it was, the original reason that was reported that they had $425 million worth of loan was to sort of justify, for the Pullheads to sort of justify asking for 1.7, meaning we have to ask for 1.7 because we're only going to get 1.3 because we've got $400 million worth of loans on it. Right?
Jesus.
Did you think this would be done by now?
I mean, back in October when they first announced it? Yeah, I thought it was going to be done by now.
Same.
That was, based on not a lot, but just based on sort of my perception was that people wanted to buy Major League Baseball teams and that the Pullheads were motivated sellers because they wanted cash.
It doesn't seem like anybody's ever lost money buying a sports team.
Well, that seems to be to be the common philosophy. So.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what's going on with it, but they are clearly still trying to work it and still trying to find out some information. They're still trying to find some way to put this together.
Weird.
Yeah. It's so weird. I thought it'd be done by now.
I don't know.
Well, now, what it means is that we were really hoping that it would be done by now because it might affect how the Twins do at the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Right? If they have extra money to spend from a new owner, maybe they could go, if they were in the buyer's situation, which we're not sure they're going to be, but if they were, then maybe they'd have an extra $10 million to throw at, a veteran contract that's coming over. Now, that's way past that point. Now the question is whether or not Pullheads will still be the owners going into the offseason and what they'll want to do with payroll then.
Well, I'll say this to any potential buyer out there. Go ahead and buy it because you never know when you might need another. You know what I mean? Even if you already own one, you might need those extra.
The Wills should buy it.
Are they on sale on Prime Day?
Great idea.
Maybe.
Hawk can put them on layaway.
That's
then.
right.
I might buy.
You've got room for a baseball team in your closet, right?
I don't
Maybe
know
in the
a lot
guitar
about
closet.
It. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, the guitar closet. That's a real problem for me.
The other day, Chrissy referred to our freezer as, quote, the ice cream drawer.
Yeah,
Oh my
brilliant.
God.
Yeah, that's genius.
Yeah, man. Patrick Morning Show. We'll break. We'll come right with what really matters. And I've got an interesting story for you guys about a lovely town by the name of St. Michael, Minnesota.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Going back in time, or are we? Right after this on Fame.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
September 19th and 20th. Streaming live only on Hulu. 15 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage. Get tickets now at AXS.com.
Escape to poolside paradise at MGM Resorts in Las Vegas. Sip on a refreshing cocktail. Lounge in a luxury cabana. Earn on nonstop fun with MGM Rewards. Book a sizzling summer escape today. Visit MGMRewards.com for details.
For more information about contests on the station, go to KFAN.com/rules.
Join me, Greg Rosenthal, and an all-star cast of media personalities, including Mina Kimes, Steve Weish, Kevin Harlan, and more, for a look at football's best since the turn of the century. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search NFL Daily with Greg Rosenthal, and listen now.
The PGA Tour is back. It's the Northern Swing at the 3M Open, July 21st through the 27th. See some of the PGA Tour's best. Give Minnesota their best golf. Big names, big drives, big putts, and big stakes. Purchase your tickets today at 3mopen.com.
Hey, it's Corey Cove, Power Trip Morning Show for Treasure Island Resort and Casino, TICasino.com. Hope everybody had a nice 4th of July. Lots coming up the rest of this summer and fall at Treasure Island Resort and Casino. Travis Tritt and Trace Adkins are going to be at the island next month on Friday, August 8th. You could hear songs like It's a Great Day to Be Alive and Here's a Quarter, Call Someone Who Cares from Travis Tritt, along with You're Gonna Miss This and Ladies Love Country Boys from Trace Adkins. That's Friday, August 8th. Get your tickets now at TICasino.com. And then Bill Engvall is back. He retired from stand-up comedy, but he couldn't stay away for too long. He is back. Another round of laughs at Treasure Island at the Island Event Center on Friday, September 5th. If you want to get tickets to Bill Engvall, available right now, TICasino.com. Make a weekend out of it. Get a hotel room. Go to Tito Steakhouse, the Trade Winds Buffet. There's bingo, blackjack, poker, slots, and more. It's Treasure Island Resort and Casino, TICasino.com.
Bank of America is a nation's leading business lender.
and we're ready to help with your next goal here in the Twin Cities. That's why we have over 3,700 local business specialists across the country. Because with the right team, your business and community prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA Club World Cup 2025. Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
All right, let's talk about Level. What does Level do? Well, they lift and level sunken concrete. Sidewalks, driveways, patios, steps, garage floors. If it's sunken, they will raise it back up. Level uses cutting-edge polyurethane foam. And lifting costs just a fraction of what you would pay for full concrete replacement. But this month, Level's going to give you 17.76% off your entire bill when you accept your estimate by July 31st. Visit levelmn.com. That's levelmn.com.
Hello?
Oh, hello. May I speak to your mother? You know, on account of how young your voice sounds?
Yeah, that's a good one. What can I do for you?
Well, ma'am, I'm with the Quintuple A Roofing Squad, the foremost experts on roofs.
Oh, good. I have a question.
Yes, ma'am. You'll be happy to know that shingles come in a variety of attractive colors, including gray and brown.
Yes, that's great. But does your bid include ice and water, drip edge, ventilation, and permits?
Did I mention they also come in green? Okay, so much for Minneapolis.
When you need a roof, you need someone who not only knows their shingles, but knows everything else about roofing in this unforgiving climate. You need All Around. All Around is platinum preferred with American-made Owens Corning shingles that come with the best warranty in the business at super competitive prices, plus special rate financing. Visit allaround.com for a free no-obligation consultation.
All around, we get it done and we do it right.
Plugging you into safety, service, and innovation. Rosie here for Edison Electric. They've been serving Minneapolis and St. Paul, in fact, the entire Twin Cities metro area since 2007. They do everything from outdoor lighting to general electrical repair and troubleshooting. Go to electricianmn.com for upfront pricing on all residential electrical services in Minneapolis. That's electricianmn.com.
Got a light that doesn't light or a switch that doesn't switch? Maybe you have an extension cord running down the hall because your blow dryer always trips the bathroom breaker. Good news for you because Dean's does electrical repairs. Our expert electricians will fix those pesky problems in no time and offer same-day service. Click over to calldeans.com today to receive $79 off your electrical repair. At Dean's, we're outrageously professional.
Hey, it's Corey Cove, Power Trip Morning Show for Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Raising Cane's, one love. It's the middle of summer. It's time to get road tripping, specifically with Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. They got the best chicken fingers on the planet, the piping hot crinkle cut fries, the Texas toast, or my kids call it Cane's bread, and the secret cane sauce. So wherever you're going, road tripping this summer, make sure Raising Cane's is a part of your road trip memory. Enjoy Cane's all summer long. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Raising Cane's. One love.
2 windows or 10. Installation labor is still just $1. Go to buildersandremodelers.com.
KFAN is #1 in listening, streaming, and podcasting. So make us your #1 preset on the free iHeartRadio app. Just another way to easily listen to the Fan.
Great news, fellas. We've got your chance to win tickets to the Summer of Loud tour this Friday at Somerset Amphitheater. Just use the talkback button on the free iHeartRadio app. Tell us why you need these tickets. Listen to the final segment of the Power Trip each night here if you are a winner. Again, just go to the iHeartRadio app, pop up the old talkback feature, and tell us why you want to go. And you might win. You might get to go. And you might get to see Kill Switch Engage, and Beartooth, and I Prevail, and Parkway Drive.
Sweet.
I don't know why you drive in a parkway and parkway in a drive.
Yeah,
Parkway in.
You don't drive way in a park.
Pets, Dad.
Saw Cheap Trick, Joan Jett, and Ludacris this weekend at Taste of Minnesota.
Oh, hell yeah.
You actually got in. Okay.
I got in.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Was Cheap Trick awesome like they always are?
They were very good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Dream Police.
Yeah. The last 5-6 songs were just bangers straight through. Like,
She's
it's just
Tight,
great.
Dream Warrior. No, I mean Dream Police, I should say. Maybe like
Surrender.
I Want You to Want Me, Surrender.
That's good.
Yeah, just on and on.
I saw Cheap Trick at TCF Bank Stadium.
No way. Yeah, it was great.
They were very good.
I said, gorgeous. The weather held off for them, no rain and such. It was great.
You've played with them, haven't you, Hawk?
Yeah. They were super cool to us. Back in the Rocket Club days, we were flown out to Tempe, Arizona for the Buffalo Wild Wings football, college football.
Oh, yeah.
Bowl,
yeah.
You know? And so we did the national anthem, and then we played and opened up for Cheap Trick after the show. And we hung out with them all day. And it was the craziest thing ever, especially for Brian Craning and Don Smithmeyer, who grew up giant fans of Cheap Trick. And we spent the entire day with them, and they were so great to us. I mean, Rick freaking Nielsen.
Yeah.
The man is just, I mean, Robin
the
Zander.
ratings guy?
Yes, exactly, yeah. It was really, really cool. They were really nice to us, and it was great.
What's their best slammer?
I think I Want You to Want Me, the live version from Live at Budokan.
Yeah.
That's probably their closer, right?
I want you to want
I
me.
want you to want me.
I think
Pretty
we
cool.
just owe them $5,000 now.
Yeah, you're probably right. But I do want them to want me.
We did play Hurt yesterday.
Yeah, that is one of my big problems is I want everybody to want me. Everybody. Like,
whoa.
Everybody. All right, are we doing What Really Matters?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's probably a good idea for me to shut my mouth now.
On the fan.
On the fan.
Oh, I should do one What Really Matters quick.
That's what really matters.
I was incorrect on that last report. It was not Tom Powers. It was Charlie Walters.
Yeah, Tom Powers doesn't work there anymore.
Up. I don't know what Tom Powers is doing right now.
I don't think he works there.
No, he does not.
Sorry.
Byron Buxton will partake in his first ever home run derby on Monday.
Oh, nice.
He has 20 home runs so far this season, and he is from Georgia, correct?
Yep.
And the game will be in Atlanta, so that'll be sweet. It'll be fun to watch Byron play in the home run derby.
I bet that's a good ball field.
Yes, I'm excited to see him go there. I mean, he's had a home run swing for the last 3 months. He's had an incredible year. He certainly deserves the All-Star selection. It'll be fun that he also gets to include in the home run derby. It has been, for those of us who watched him tough out, knee and hip and whatever other problems for 2-3 years, where he is clearly not only just playing through a tremendous amount of pain, but spending 2 or 3 hours to get ready to play through a tremendous amount of pain before every game. And now that seems to have all gone away with the surgery he had a year and a half ago. To see him put up these kind of numbers and fulfill the status and the potential that we saw for a decade ago when he was the number one prospect in minor league baseball, it's pretty encouraging to see that happen for a Twins player. Too often we have not seen that with Twins players. They get hurt and they're never quite the same. And we can go through a laundry list.
Same.
Wow. What really matters, Hogs Daddy, is this.
Okay. I'm going to save the St. Michael thing for the next segment because it is a long, drawn-out story, but it is really, really interesting. For all of you who know where lovely little St. Michael's, Minnesota is, great little town. It's right on the edge of Rogers, and you pass by it as you're heading on out of town. It's where Lay Music Room is. Back in the late 1800s, very German community, completely decimated by 2 outbreaks, smallpox and diphtheria. But reading this newspaper, and I'll tell you how I came to find this information and why I found it, and it's all very interesting. But this is 1883, and I swear to God, you would think you were reading a newspaper story about 2025. Some things just never change.
Okay? All right, I'm looking forward to this.
I can't wait to tell you guys.
I'm excited.
But I will save that, and instead, I'll tell you a different What Really Matters right now.
Sweet.
Because I got some stuff for you. Today is National Video Game Day.
Hell yeah.
National Video Game Day. If you had to say off the top of your head, without thinking, what's your favorite video game all time? Go.
Mario 3.
Zach, go.
ESPN NFL 2K5.
Johnny Bones?
Probably Space Invaders.
Yeah. I'm going to go Red Dead Redemption 2. It's not even close. That's the only one I've ever finished. Go.
Did you play your college football yesterday?
I have not. I have not played it yet.
Okay.
I have not played it yet.
Yeah.
Nope. I have not. I'm looking forward to
Mine would probably be Mario 3. I mean, Red Dead's. Yeah, it might be Red Dead.
It's literally the only game I've ever completed in my entire life.
When you figured out how to get off the hill.
When I stopped punching my horsey.
and going to get dry HJs.
Listen, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I still
or
I
sudsy.
I went to Valentine's so many times. I feel like I actually went to Valentine's in real life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you'd also then get out of there and just fight cowboys.
I can still feel the calluses on that large woman's hands.
the one you asked for every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably Red Dead. That was, oh man, was that game fun?
That's great.
Oh,
Busty
so fun.
Rusty.
Busty Rusty.
That was her name. That's her name.
I didn't know that.
That's her name. Well, to me, that's what
Yeah.
I was saying. I'm gonna go see Busty Rusty because she had red hair. You know. Well, they say.
How did you ever finish that game?
I finished a lot.
Yeah. Oh, gross.
What do they say? Is it red on the roof, wet in the basement, or something like that? Is that what they say?
Stop contacting your grandfather.
I do pull him into my.
Nope.
Love you, Grandpa Bernie.
What? Nope.
Oh, Rosie, don't act like you're offended.
No, Rosie is not.
Rosie's the only guy I've ever known filthier than my grandpa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Boney, except for Marnie. Marnie was too. I mean, Marnie.
The Cleveland Guardians snapped their 10-game losing streak yesterday.
Well, damn it.
As they beat the Astros 7-5. They are 15 and a half games back of Detroit.
Yeah, the entire AL Central has become
a disaster.
A disaster. You know, 2 months ago, we were talking about how all three wildcard teams were coming from the AL Central and how the AL Central has really turned things around. Now, none of the wildcard teams are out of the AL Central. The closest one is the Twins. They're 5 games back. The Twins are in second place. The Twins have had an incredible amount of losing in the last 3-4 weeks, and now they've somehow worked their way up to second place in the AL Central. Because everybody else is just that much worse, except for Detroit.
And that's what we expected at the beginning of the year, right? Well, I mean, everybody outperformed what we thought they were going to.
Yes, I mean, that a little bit, but we expected all 3 of these teams to be above 500, which kind of puts you in the wild card race. And right now, all three teams are below 500. Twins are 4 games below 500. So, and they're the second best team in the division.
Yeah, it's sad. It's over. What really matters is this:
on this date. In what year, gentlemen, do you think druggist Edward Berner of Two Rivers, Wisconsin, invented the ice cream sundae? What year?
1745.
Well, Minnesota, and I would assume Wisconsin didn't really become a state till 1858.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
That's okay. I didn't. Go ahead.
1891.
1342.
I'm going to go with after the pyramids were built, probably 1917.
I said Two Rivers, not Nile. It was 1881. 1881.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
A customer asked Edward Berner, the druggist, to top a dish of ice cream with chocolate sauce. Now, that sauce had only been used to flavor sodas before that, but it was illegal to sell illegal to sell sodas on Sundays. So Berner topped the ice cream with chocolate sauce. He liked it. They liked it. So he sold his ice cream concoction on the Sabbath and called it a sundae.
Yeah.
Only with an E instead of a Y.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
No
way.
Good idea.
Look at that. Yeah. It is pretty incredible to think nobody had ever done it before. I mean, but maybe they hadn't. He just didn't know about it. But
I love that sodas were so sinful that they're going to sell them on Sundays.
Yeah. I know.
Now, that's all the rage. Have you seen those soda bits?
Despite all your rage.
Where it's just all they sell is pop. Have you seen these things?
Yeah.
They're all over now. It's all the rage where they sell small, medium, and large. It's every pop, and then you can put a foam or something on top of it, and it's it's.
What in the hell are you talking about?
No, I'm right, Zacco.
What is it?
It's like the yogurt bit. Remember the yogurt phase?
Okay,
it's
right.
that, but with soda.
Really?
Yep, and it's
a standalone store.
There's a bunch
called
of them.
Sota.
Yeah. There's one in Minnetonka, off of Highway 7.
Ooh.
Yeah,
but it's. I don't even live there. I live in a much ritzier area called Edina. But yeah, that's all the rage now. And they started in Utah because I think they don't
like
drink
multiple women.
Caffeine.
Yes, that too.
Thank you.
They have
crabs.
Yeah, it's basically like a bar, but
but it's for soda.
Just for
they,
pop.
Yeah, they just throw random other stuff in there. Like they have concoctions.
Whoa. That seems like something
like the 1979, which is made with fresh lime and coconut cream.
What the hell is that? Why is that 1979, do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's all the rage.
By the way, do you know why 1919 root beer is 1919 root beer?
Because of Prohibition?
That's right, buddy.
God, you
just pulled that right off the top of your head.
You know a lot.
Yeah.
You just pulled that right off the top of your head. I had to look that up.
Who's the band that sings "Shot in the Dark"? Is
The
that
great
how it
Ozzy
goes?
Osbourne.
That's Ozzy.
It's great Ozzy Osbourne. Yes, it is.
Shot in the dark and you're to blame.
One step away from you.
Oh, yeah.
Shot in that song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on Wales.
Yeah. That's a whaler. Jake E. Lee on guitar.
Your what hurts?
Jake E. Lee. Not Jake E. Jake E. Lee.
Oh.
Like you didn't know.
I don't know a lot. I don't know much.
When we come
Robert's less problematic son.
back.
Brilliant.
That's funny. You know what? Oh, God, I got so much to tell you about this St. Michael thing.
I can't wait.
Okay, we'll do that when we come back.
Okay, bye.
Patrick, more time. Right back.
KFAN Total Traffic.
From the 1-800-ASK Gary Traffic Center.
Highway 36 westbound, the off-ramp to Edgerton has reopened due to an earlier accident. 35W southbound, the on-ramp from Cliff continues to be closed due to construction till the end of the year. I'm Lee Manzano. That's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you want the lowest price. With their lowest price guarantee, if you find a qualifying lower price on the same item, they'll match it. Price match applies to same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how they'll match price at Lowe's.com/lowest price guarantee.
The month of July is National Carpet Cleaning Month. And I know that sounds fake, but it's not. Because of that, Zero Res is offering a buy 3 rooms of carpet cleaning and get 1 free. Plus $50 off air duct cleaning services. Now, maybe you need to get your home ready for a big summer event like a grad party or a summer barbecue. Or maybe you're thinking about all that snow that came in last winter, all the mud and dirt that came in this spring, and you're saying to yourself, it's been a long time since I've had my carpets cleaned. Well, Zero Res is the way to go. I've been using them for over a decade. They're absolutely fantastic. Nobody does it better than Zero Res. And Zero Res can handle it all. Carpets, tile, rugs, upholstery, air ducts, basically every surface in your home can be Zero Resified. So before that big summer event, or just because you haven't done it in a long time, now is the time to call 952-0-RES and schedule your appointment with Zero Res. ZeroResMinnesota.com or call 952-0-RES and ask for the KFAN special. Spell it backward or forward, it spells the same. Zero Res.
Standard Water is the standard for basement and exterior waterproofing and foundation repair. Wet basements, cracks in walls, bowing walls, settling foundations. Standard Water does it all since 1977. Free estimates start at StandardWater.com. StandardWater.com.
Order up! Edina AC Repair Extra Filter.
Yes, Chef Wade.
Chef Wade? Work in a kitchen line can be a bear, little brother. You gotta hustle.
Just like Pronto's same-day service repair.
We'll arrive within 24 hours of your call.
Or pay $100 for every day you wait. Guaranteed.
AC Repair, Eden Prairie.
Yes, Chef Wade.
Get same-day air conditioning repair.
At ProntoAC.com.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce here from my amazing friends at Dive Guys and DiveGuysMN.com. I love my friends at Dive Guys and DiveGuysMN.com. It's lake season. We had the holiday over the weekend. If you're still up there, if you plan on going somewhere the rest of the summer and you go to a lake and it's got yucky weeds in it, you say to either you, who maybe owns the property, or maybe your rich aunt, you say, listen, Aunt Jan, please get rid of all these weeds. And she said, hey, I heard my nephew talking about Dive Guys and DiveGuysMN.com. They have locations in Brainerd, Western Wisconsin, and right here. They pull those weeds out by the root. Instantaneous results is what my friends at Dive Guys offer. They are the absolute best. They don't use chemicals. DiveGuysMN.com for your free estimate. DiveGuysMN.com. Bye.
Home is where it happens. The you had to be there stuff. The blink and you missed it stuff. The holiday mishaps, the first steps, the impromptu pillow forts. Your home is where the we'll always remember this stuff happens. That's why the local experts at True Stone Home Mortgage are here to make sure your home stuff can happen. local experts, amazing options, and an on-time closing guarantee. It's true, because we're TrueStone. Terms, conditions, and timing restrictions apply. Conventional purchase loans only. Visit truestone.org for details. Equal housing opportunity.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce here, and my wife and I are the envy of the neighborhood. Why? Because we have an amazing sauna from our friends at SaunaSupplyCo.com. Sauna Supply Company is outstanding. They've made a custom sauna for us, and they can do the same for you. Go to SaunaSupplyCo.com.
Turnpike Troubadours at the Ledge Amphitheater on Friday, July 11th. Tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce. I wanted to make my home more energy efficient, so I decided to try a home energy squad visit from Excel Energy. The team was great. They were courteous and quiet, inspected everything thoroughly, and gave me clear explanations. They even did safety checks. I'm already loving the immediate feeling of a more comfortable home and the peace of mind knowing my house is more energy efficient. Do not miss out on this. Visit excelenergy.com/squad. That's excelenergy.com/squad to schedule your home energy squad visit today. Sponsored by Excel Energy.
This report is sponsored by Blaze Credit Union.
The Twins open a 3-game series against the Cubs tonight at Target Field. Simeon Woods Richardson on the bump for Minnesota. Twins outfielder Byron Buxton will participate in the Home Run Derby July 14th in Atlanta. The Timberwolves officially signed first-round center Johan Beranger to his rookie deal. Minnesota begins Summer League play Thursday against the Pelicans. I'm Ronza Moss.
Looking for a local company that is thoughtfully compassionate when it comes to helping with your finances? Trust Blaze Credit Union for all your financial needs. Head to blazecu.com to learn more. Insured by NCUA.
From the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios, this is FM 100.3 KFXN Minneapolis, St. Paul. The Fan.
Mall of America's mystery cards are back.
Ah, yes.
We're bringing them to you all summer long. Come grab yours at KFAN events throughout the summer and wherever you see our KFAN Street team, and then make sure to redeem them at Mall of America for fun prizes and big discounts. Get the full list of events at KFAN.com. Just make the keyword calendar.
Dude, AJ says there's a soda shop right by the office here where the Subway used to be.
Oh, that's what that is?
There, right over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right by Cub Foods there. There's one in the Grove as well. I might walk over there today.
You should.
I'm going to walk over there and go, give me a pop.
Is that what you fancy pop?
Yep, and then I'm going to pull right out. Nope. I'm going to pull a flask right out and just fill it with vodka.
They open at 11 a.m. And the flavor of the week is I want it that way.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
Great.
Which is crunchable pebble ice.
What? Oh,
ice cold Dr. Pepper.
Go on.
Red raspberry, passion fruit, and cream.
Oh, so they use Pops?
Yeah, Pop.
So they don't make generic Pops. They don't use Shasta. You know what I mean?
Shasta.
You know what I mean?
It says, some of them say it's made with Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi.
Oh, well, that's a horse of a different color.
This might be Hawk's Jam.
Okay, here's the deal, guys.
Oh, yeah.
We're supposed to do
Remember
what
the
really
Pop
matters.
Shop?
The Pop Shop?
No.
Yes, remember the?
No.
That was a 70s thing.
That was
I don't remember.
Okay, never mind.
Are you guys willing to take a little journey with me?
Of
Sure.
course.
This is what really matters, but I'm not even going to let you do a sports story. I got too much to talk about.
Okay.
Okay. Now, some of this is weird, and some of it's very, very sad. Okay? But some of it is ironic to the point where Alanis Morissette just crapped herself. Okay?
All right. Your dad's new favorite artist.
How dare you? Bob Ross is my dad's favorite artist. We all know that. So here's a weird thing. I'm going to start it off by saying my thing, and it has been this way for probably more than a year, instead of going hiking in the woods, which I do from time to time, I like to go to small towns I've never been to before and just walk around.
Yep.
And I don't mean just the downtown. I mean like walk around the neighborhoods and stuff like that. I like looking at old houses and seeing things that interest me and then looking them up on the old Google machine because I got one in my hand. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I realized I'd done that to a lot of cities, but last night I'd never done it to St. Michael, and I could walk to St. Michael from where I live. And I'm like, that's weird. So I did it in St. Michael. There's a giant church in the middle of downtown St. Michael, okay? Old church, obviously old church. I love old churches.
Yeah.
And then you have a graveyard right beside it, and one of my things I also like to do is walk around graveyards. I know it's a weird thing, but I like to walk around and look at the tombstones, and because some of them are fascinating. Like And you know, you be respectful. And I like remembering people that have been gone for a long time. I feel like I'm saying hi to them. You know what I mean? I'm a weird guy.
Gaze at a graveyard.
Sometimes, sure. It doesn't. Sometimes I've never. It doesn't say that on their tombstone, but I assume.
No, you look.
Side note, you know what I've never seen, and I've probably been, and this is not an exaggeration, in the last, because Abinah used to do this all the time too when she got older. In the last 10 years, I've probably been to 50 graveyards, right?
Okay.
I've never, ever seen one tombstone that had the name Hitler on it. And the reason I bring that up is because the one in St. Michael is a very old German graveyard. People were buried there in the 1870s.
Yeah, sure.
Way before that name had any bad connotations to it, right? So either that name wasn't very frequent,
right,
or they removed those tombstones. You know what I mean? Because you got to believe somewhere that they came over and they died before they even knew that they might want to change their name.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a really weird side note, but I think weird things. I'm walking through. What do you expect? I'm walking through a graveyard. Be cool.
Yeah. Be cool.
By the way, graveyard. It's right by cemetery. Cemetery is out on its own. Graveyard right beside a church. Cemetery out on its own.
Oh, I did
not know that.
Okay. There you go.
Okay.
I know things about death. I'm investigating it. St. Michael. So I notice at this beautiful old church that it's too bad it's falling apart because it looks like a fort, right? It's beautiful. The graveyard right beside it, there's a bunch of tombstones from kids who died in the early 1880s, right around the same time. I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on here? By the way, right across the street is an old school building. Says, what do you call it where the nuns live? What do you call that?
Boney?
No. You don't call it Boney.
Nunnery.
No.
A convent.
Convent. There's a convent, old convent right across the street from it too. And you have to look at the building to see. It says convent in the concrete.
Sure.
Right? It's been there forever. So I'm freaked out. I'm like, this is awesome, right? Because every time, for some reason, and I know this is because I'm a heathen, but I've seen too many movies. But when I see convent, I think, oh no, there's scary things that went on in there. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I can't help it. Movies, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
I got to shut up because I got to get to my point. I'll be here all night. Okay. So I look and I see all these tombstones for all these young kids under the age of 20, who a lot of them who died at about the same time. I got to look it up. I find this entire article. Smallpox, 1883.
Yeah.
St. Michael's worst viral outbreak. And it's a giant article this guy wrote, Bob Zoller, in the spring of 2020. In depth about how the diphtheria hit and then smallpox hit. And
spring of 2020 is a
yeah, he wrote it in the spring of 2020.
Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
Right. Exactly. Correct.
I can guess why he had an interest.
Correct. Right. And there's pictures, and the crazy thing was, I'm reading this article, and I am able to look, and because it says right here, the first person who died of diphtheria was Florentine Bottoms, and I looked, and there was her tombstone right there.
Wow.
Crazy. 17-year-old daughter of Edward and Christina Bottoms died on November 10th, 1882. And then the Bottoms lost another teenager a month later. Her sister, right there beside her. Right. So I'm looking at this as I'm reading this article, right? It's terrible, sad. I'm standing there and I'm thinking, the amount of sadness in that one area, I can't even imagine, right?
Terrible.
So St. Michael was a very, very German area back then, and they were kind of isolated. Most people spoke German, right? So they isolated themselves on purpose. They didn't isolate themselves enough, though, because a dude came through town. They figure it was a guy came through town, a traveling farm implement dealer, who stopped by Frank T. Eit's store, which is AYDT, by the way, just like our buddy Eric.
Yeah.
That store that he stopped at is now Ditto's Bar, which still stands there. It's still in St. Michael. It's still right there, right? He stopped there. They think he might have had it, and he gave it to this lady, Mary Vetch, and she got it. But the problem was, they knew she probably had it. There was a vaccination for us. Nobody would take the vaccination.
Of course.
Nobody would take the vaccination. The Father John Schrader said, I guess you can if you want, but you probably shouldn't.
Well, I mean, when vaccinations first came out, the whole point was, well, we're going to put a little bit of this disease into your body, and your body. I mean, that's what the vaccinations are, right? They put a weakened version of the disease into your body, and people were like, that doesn't sound like a great idea. Like, it was hard to get people into vaccinations when the first idea first came out.
Yeah. By the end of May, 5 people had died, including Mary Vetch, and then her mom, and then her brother John. Also, 2 children of the Nice family had died within 6 days. Business and social activities in the village of St. Michael suddenly came to a halt. There was no mail delivery in or out of town. Trains did not stop at the station. The Catholic school was closed along with saloons, and roads leading into the town were all posted to warn travelers. Do not go there. According to the report filed by Dr. Hewitt and posted in the Delano Eagle, by the way, love Delano, great little city, the epidemic was likely to be contained, but it was disappointed in the hesitant reaction of the people of St. Michael. He stated specifically in this article, in 1883, in the Delano Eagle, a very large proportion of the people refused vaccination. Even in infected families, it is refused. And so a large morality in such families is unavoidable, chiefly with their children. The people quote to me the teaching of Roman Catholic newspapers published in Baltimore. From whatever cause, this opposition to vaccination is our greatest obstacle. We're using every means to overcome it, but we will be too late to prevent many an innocent child's death, I fear. Another difficulty was the wide diffusion in Frankfurt of the poison before the disease was recognized and quarantine established on the 22nd. Again, the sister school in St. Michael's was closed on the 23rd after all the children had already been exposed.
Right.
Unvaccinated, those living outside the town went to relatives or went home. They had already caused at least 2 new centers of infection, and it continues to spread. So, again, this is 1883.
Right.
Yeah.
And the people are saying, please, here's the vaccination. This can stop, and they will not get it. 1883.
Yep.
So many people died. And they're all laying there in that cemetery. Am I the only one that, don't you find that fascinating?
Yeah.
1883.
Yep.
And here we are in 2025,
Right.
150 years later.
Yeah. Yeah. His PA always says, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Yeah.
It's the ways and means.
In all, 17 families in the one little city in St. Michael were affected. 59 individual cases.
And it could have been stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I understand, man. I do. I get it. But at some point, if I would think, and I'm, not a very religious person, I would say, right?
Right.
But at some point, if I saw that my children were very, very sick, I'd be like, let's try anything.
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 Yeah, well,
Right.
once they get it, it's too late. So
That's not the case. Not with smallpox.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. Interesting stuff. 1883, and it's all right. Happened right there in that little town, and it's all it is a newspaper article, and it's stones in a graveyard beside an old church. Can you imagine the horror of the reality of that situation in 1883? The horror.
No, I can't. I can't imagine it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's why I like walking around graveyards and cemeteries.
Yeah.
And also, man,
always be curious.
Yeah. You'll find sometimes, especially in Winona, they've got these really old cemeteries, and you'll see some of the most fascinating tombstones talking about somebody's service in the Civil War.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of soldiers from obviously Minnesota that went down and fought in the Civil War, and their gravestones, you can find them.
Yeah.
And if you see a gravestone that says, private first class, blah, 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 infantry, Civil War, blah, 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 you can find the history of that person, how they died, when they went to service. It really is living. It's living history, and you're standing right there at their gravesite. I know it sounds macabre, but I swear to God, it's not.
No.
I've got a book for you. The
Bible.
Yes. The Twins official scorer and noted Minnesota baseball historian Stu Thornley.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's written several books on baseball history in Minnesota, but he's also written one called 6 Feet Under. And it is about the resting places of 375 notable Minnesotans and baseball players and whatever else, where he went and visited the cemeteries and the graveyards and such.
Really?
All around, I think all around the world, or all around at least the United States, but certainly around Minnesota. So 6 Feet Under by Stu Thornley. Go check it out. You're going to like that.
6 Feet Under.
Yep.
Stu Thornley. I'm writing it down. I will
I'm
like
looking that up.
Hi, Marnes.
Hey,
Hi, Marnes.
good morning.
How's everybody?
A+.
Real good. What do you think of that guy having his knee resting on Corey's knee? Is that weird to you?
I can't believe we all got that photo in the group text, and it took you 20 minutes later to send us the cropped version before anybody noticed that. And then as soon as you sent it, I'm like, how did I not see that?
Yeah. I got to talk to Corey about this.
Did he not feel it?
He had to have.
He had to have.
Is the guy sitting crisscross applesauce on his
with
on his chair?
I think just the right leg is.
Just the right leg is kind of tucked under there.
I don't know. It looked like
it is concerning.
Crisscross applesauce, but it looked like you wanted to scissor.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Hard.
There's some weird stuff going on in this world.
Yep.
There you go. All right, I'm done with my history stories.
No, that was great.
I think that's fascinating stuff. Marnes, I don't know if you cared or not, but did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard the start of it.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. 150 years later. Crazy.
Yep. Unbelievable.
Yep. Power Trip, more show. Right.
KFAN Total Traffic.
Hey, it's Chris Hockey, the Power Trip Morning Show. Did you know that even in this modern world, literally millions of Americans either can't afford high-speed internet at home or live in a location where it's not available? Think about what that would do to you when it came to education or healthcare or even just social opportunities. That's why AT&T is committing $5 billion to help 25 million people get and stay connected to affordable high-speed internet access by 2030. This initiative began in 2021, and since then, nearly 5 million Americans have benefited from AT&T's discounted internet service and digital literacy programs. What a gift, right? To be able to have access for schooling and for work. And beyond those receiving assistance getting connected to high-speed internet, AT&T has reached about 360,000 students through the Achievery, a free digital learning platform. They've also helped educate 288,000 adults with digital literacy resources and workshops. I love when our greatest companies take this kind of initiative to help people. That's what it's all about, right?
Connecting changes everything. AT&T.
KFAN Total Traffic.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
52 northbound, jammed up from Plato to 94. 694 eastbound near Snelling, accident off to the right shoulder. 94 westbound, Silver Mound to 35E. 169 northbound, delays from Highway 13 to Pioneer Trail. Amity Manzano, that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get 60% off. Free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off.
Kick off your summer with the weekend wind-up at Target Field. Fridays are full of entertainment with fireworks, post-game concerts, and more on select dates. Get to the ballpark early on 612 Saturdays for premium giveaways and food and beverage discounts. $6 drinks, $1 snacks, $2 food. Sunday Kids Days are all about the youngest Twins fans. Target transforms the lawn inside Gate 34 to Bullseye's backyard with free face painting and interactive games. Kids can run the bases post-game just like the pros. And U.S. Bank Kids Meals are half off. Learn more and get your tickets at twins.com.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Hey, it's Corey Cove, Power Trip Morning Show. Let me ask you, how many more summers are you going to spend fumbling with glasses or fighting your contacts? I grew up with contacts. Lake life and contacts do not mix. That's why I got LASIK. And Ovo LASIK and Lens is making this the summer of sight. If you've been thinking about LASIK, Ovo LASIK and Lens is offering $400 off now through Labor Day. And if you're a teacher or student, they'll give you an extra $100 off per eye, so that's $600 total. And Ovo was just chosen to be the first clinic in the entire country to offer Wave Light Plus. It's the most advanced LASIK tech available. It creates a 3D map of your eye for ultra-precise, personalized vision correction. And the results are so good that your vision often beats 20/20. And of course, you're going to get the legends of LASIK, Dr. Mark Lobanoff, and Dr. David Whiting. And with Ovo, you get 11 months of follow-up care, Ovo's lifetime assurance, and a best price guarantee. Plus 24 months interest-free financing. So to see your best, go to the best. Schedule your free consultation now at ovoi.com or call 877-OVO-EYES. It's Ovo LASIK and Lens.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know to check you have your phone first, before the cab pulls away.
Hey, thanks, man.
Oh, no, wait, my phone, come back. It's got my boarding pass, credit cards, phone numbers, my life, come back.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
What can you get for a buck? All installation labor on any siding, window, or door project. BuildersandRemodelers.com.
From the LevelMN.com Weather Center.
This report is sponsored by Speedway. Got one of those days that never stops? Try a stop at Speedway. Refresh your fuel tank. Refresh your U-tank. And refresh the vibe with $1 large Big Gulp drinks. Speedy Rewards app required. Valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms.
Fan forecast.
Sunny and a high of 83 today.
Hear the Minnesota Lynx live all summer long on iHeartRadio and FM 100.3 KFAN, Minnesota's home for basketball.
Want to chime in on what's happening with your favorite KFAN program? Make your voice heard on the Bradshaw and Bryant text line. Let us know what you have to say by texting your message to 64686. That's 64686. That's standard message and data rates apply.
Yeah. And thanks to Billy Crudup, who was the first person to use the talkback this morning.
The actor?
That's right, yes. Russell Hammond from Almost Famous. He said, I am a golden god.
Happy birthday, fellas.
I love that movie. That is literally top 3 for me. Almost Famous, top 3.
Oh, Almost
Famous. It's so good.
It's
so
best.
good. Yeah, it's excellent.
When they sing Tiny Dancer in the tour bus, I cry every time.
Yeah, which wasn't a big song at the time.
Right. How about that? Pretty cool. When he goes, I have to go home, and she goes, you are home.
Yeah.
I love that.
Then he starts sobbing.
Yeah, he starts sobbing.
No, you.
And then he makes out with her. And I make out with whoever's in the room with me.
What if nobody's in the room?
Well, then, come here, kitty, kitty.
I don't know what you're trying to do.
Johnny Bones?
He's not back from getting coffee.
Johnny Bones? Nobody?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to do the news without him. He's offended.
No, he's definitely not.
This
he
is
left.
KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the St. Paul Saints.
Thank you, St. Paul Saints. The St. Paul Saints return home to begin a 6-game series against the Iowa Cubs at CHS Field tonight. Darren McCahan starts for St. Paul tonight. I wanted him to tell me how to say his last name. Is it McCahan?
He would know.
It's more of a bird call.
McCaw. McCaw. Killdeer. Killdeer. Killdeer.
Oh.
McCahan. Starts for St. Paul tonight. First pitch is 7:07. Get on down to St. Paul, CHS Field. Best place to catch game. I love it. And
great spot.
Isn't it weird how quickly life goes by? I mean, doesn't it seem impossible that we've already done the St. Paul Saints bat boy punishment?
Yeah. Now we got to come up with a new one.
Yeah.
And do we know if Charch is going to do it?
I think it should be going to Marnie's pool party.
Yeah. Corey will lose on purpose.
From the sounds of it, it is punishment. So far, no one is coming.
Margie, my dear love. My dear love. My dear love.
Yeah.
If you do it a week from this Sunday, I will be there. But I'm going to see my mother and father this weekend. It is my brother's birthday. I'm going to go see him. It's my last opportunity to go home before summer and then football season. But if you move it back one sweet week, I commit to being there. And I will wear the slimmest, smallest amount of bathing suit possible.
My God.
You promise?
It will look like I am. It'll look like I brought Brillo pads.
Yeah. He's basically going to wear an eye patch.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because it'll cover everything.
Yeah. You remember, I will make Borat blush.
Oh, my God.
Is that enticing you enough to change the date?
I'm listening.
I think you just canceled the whole thing.
How many people are on our Power Trip text chain? Like
probably,
12, 15?
Yeah, something like that. Probably, around 12, I guess.
Okay, so as you guys know, I sent out a text yesterday. It was like 10 in the morning. One person replied to the text. It was Carly.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's
she said,
the end of the story.
She said, who dis?
Yeah. Moss said you had me or Paris said you had me at no muss because he pees in the pool.
Yeah, Muss did ruin his own invitation.
I guess I meant responded with like any sort of non-joke.
Yeah.
And two people texted me on the side that they cannot be there, and the first one is the only guy I thought was going to be there. Tommy. Yeah.
He's got another drinking engagement that he has to go to.
Yeah.
His summer is very booked.
Yeah,
with
very
us.
booked. Yeah.
Well, listen, Mars. Even if I'm the only one that comes, I will. If you move it back a Sunday, 1 week, I will be there because we're opening for Sarah Evans there. At
I know.
Pierce Freedom Fest.
I know.
Freedom Fest, and you will be there.
I'll be there.
And then I will leave there, and I will go straight to your house, shower at your place.
Well, no.
And I will stay there the entire time.
Let's work on the details of the plan.
Okay.
Other than that, it sounds great.
Great. All right. Good. It's
Are
being moved
you
back.
what kind of a vehicle? Like, should I be a roadie with you for the weekend? Like, do you need your amps tuned or something?
Yeah, I could use that. Yeah.
I meant the actual amplifiers on the stage.
All right. Is Vagina coming with you?
Yeah, she is.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then that'd be great. I'll take 2.
No,
that'd be great.
No.
This isn't a menu.
That sounds great.
We were just planning to drive up by ourselves, which now seems like a really smart idea.
Probably a good idea. Yeah. Because you'll stay. The Dillos, and then Sarah Evans, and then Dylan Scott. Will you stay for the whole show?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Yeah. So you could definitely ride.
You're
with
on
us.
camera. Poor Dylan Scott.
Oh, was she making faces?
No.
No, I did not make.
No, that was bonus. Bonus went 2 thumbs down. No, I'm just kidding.
By the way, we are on camera right now, Mars. I don't think we told you that, but the whole show today is on the cam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
Your mom's watching?
Is Luna watching? No, Lola.
There you
Hi,
go.
Lola.
You said Louie? That's my son.
No, I said Luna.
Oh.
Sorry.
Lola. Yeah, she's probably not up yet, but she'll watch the podcast later.
I don't mean to brag, but my son just slept for 11 hours.
Dude, that's great.
Look at you.
11.
Great. Well, he was drunk all day.
Yeah. Yeah, we went to Maynard's. He sat out by the wharf.
And is he
takes
in
after
the
his dad.
best mood?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
when you wake
It's
up
the
from
best.
kids after a long sleep.
It's the one
so
thing I
happy.
miss.
happy.
Yeah.
You know about the song Lola, right?
Isn't that
The
the
Kinks.
You know about it, like that it exists.
Is that what your mom's?
L-O-L-A
is your mom named after that?
Lola.
Is your mom named after that?
Now he's trying to offend you so he doesn't have to go to the pool party.
No, I can't wait to go to the pool party.
No, her actual birth name is Loyola, like the university.
As in Marymount?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it must be a Bible name or a saint name. Is there Loyola?
Boney?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
That's her birth name, but everyone calls her Lola or Lou, L-U.
Also with you.
I call her ma'am.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Have you met her?
Sure have. I met her in a club down in Old Soho.
Okay.
We drank champagne and it tastes like Coca-Cola.
Everybody's travel plans for Detroit Lakes. Are we all set for the weekend?
Did you want to ride with me again? Because I plan on using no hands.
No, I was just asking and making sure everyone is set and settled and see if anyone needs a ride.
That sounded way filthier than a minute too. I apologize.
Yeah.
I will ride with you.
No, anyone but you.
But you don't get a ride back.
You can ride back with me, Hogs.
That would be rude to bring someone somewhere and then leave them there, like Hawk did last year when we went to the restaurant. He drove me to the restaurant, and then he was like, well, you can find your way home, right? I'm like, what? And he just left.
Were you meeting your family?
Me?
Yeah, wasn't that you?
No.
Wait. You dropped? No.
I think you brought me home.
I was sick of you.
I know.
Wait, you drove Marnie to DL, dropped her off. We were all hanging out, and you went home?
I didn't go home. I went to the hotel.
Sorry.
Yeah. Right.
And,
He looked at me and he said, you can find your own way back, right?
Well, yeah.
And then he just left.
Why didn't you go? I thought you did show up.
I was there. She's saying I was there. I had dinner.
Yeah, he sat at that.
Oh, yeah.
We were
I was
outside.
right there across from me.
I was there,
Sitting at the water.
Yeah,
Chloe
with
was
yeah.
scooping them. Yeah. He was there for a little
She
bit,
wanted
and
to
then
get that young man arrested. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
That was the cutest thing
Yeah,
ever.
arrest him.
She wanted to call the cops.
Yeah.
That was fun.
No, I was ready to go and you weren't, so I figured you'd be cool. And you were cool. You rode back with Parrish,
Well,
remember?
you told me what I was doing, so.
And then your
You
lawyer
listened.
showed up. Didn't Lawyer Lambert show up?
No, he sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went back with you.
Just nuts everywhere.
Oh, my God.
He can't help himself. Oh, he said, is this the pool?
Is this the
pool?
Why does he have hands like that?
I don't know why he does that. I have no idea. Anyway.
Is this the pool?
Yeah, so I will be driving straight from Detroit Lakes to Indiana. So
Okay.
I will be riding by myself.
Okay.
So, sorry, love. I'm not.
No, I'm glad you're going home, and it sounds like it's going to be a good family time. That's wonderful.
Loyola is primarily a unisex name. It is more commonly used for girls. It's a name of Basque origin, meaning from the muddy place.
Please don't.
Oh. Wow.
Please. No. Mommy.
The muddy place.
You're normally not allowed there, aren't you?
That's the bar Tommy's going to. That's why he can't go to the pool party.
What is it, my birthday?
Oh, my God. What?
Just move on.
The muddy place.
Move on.
Associated with the town of Loyola in Spain. The name also has a strong connection to the founder of the Jesuit order, Ignatius of Loyola. So there you go.
All right.
Iggy.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Iggy. Okay, cool.
Yep, that's okay. Cool. Where was it? Oh yeah, news. News. It's time for the news. Hey, hey, Johnny Bones.
Yes, sir.
This guy who's throwing for the Saints tonight. Hold on. I'll tell
Who
you.
is it?
I'll tell you in a minute. His name is Darren McCahan.
Uh-huh.
Is that how you say it?
McCagan, I think.
McCagan. Okay.
But I'm not totally sure about that.
McCagan.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. Cool. Well, never mind then.
Yeah, he's a veteran minor leaguer.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
A guy who's had some time in the major leagues. Potentially a decent, seventh, eighth long guy out of the bullpen or a fifth starter.
Hey, Sweet Pea. How do they get paid? Do you think to be a St. Paul Saint, being just one step away?
Boney's Sweet Pea
From the.
I was wondering who he was addressing.
I was too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Being one step away from the majors, Boney.
I want to say like 80 grand.
Okay.
But
that's not a lot.
I don't really know. Actually, yeah, I don't really know.
Okay. I wonder.
Is the answer.
Gotcha. Minneapolis and St. Paul are two of the most stressed cities in the country. A new report by personal finance website Wallet Hub compares more than 180 cities based on metrics like average weekly work hours and divorce rates. The study ranks St. Paul 151st and Minneapolis 155th. South Burlington, Vermont ranks least stressed. The most stressed cities are Detroit and Cleveland. I didn't think we'd be that high. I thought we always did well in things like that.
Yeah, don't we usually have the good quality of life and a lot of outdoorsy and bike paths and that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Which for some people can cause stress.
Yeah.
But for others is considered a good thing.
Yeah. So there you go. That's interesting. Here's a terrible story. The father of Jordan Manny Collins Jr. is in custody in connection with his son's death. Collins Jr. disappeared from Columbia Heights on May 8th, and after a weeks-long landfill search in Elk River, geez Louise, his body was found at the end of June. The Anoka County Sheriff's Office is treating the case as a homicide. Although Collins Sr. has not been formally charged, investigators continue to gather evidence and await forensic results to determine the exact cause of death. Took them forever to find that young man. They looked and looked and looked in that landfill. It's right on 169 as you head out of Elk River. Jeez Louise. Oof. So that's terrible. Why'd you have to bring that up? But it's the news.
Why'd you bring that up?
Because it was the news. Music fans may be feeling some kind of way after musical artists attracted large crowds at the Taste of Minnesota in downtown Minneapolis. The event had to turn away people on Nicollet Mall over the weekend. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts and Cheap Trick headlined on Saturday, but just before Ludacris performed on Sunday.
That's an eclectic lineup.
It is, yeah.
Organizers, a lot of bangers there.
Organizers announced that the concert had reached capacity and additional fans would not be allowed to enter. There are still reports of some people who pushed past security checkpoints and jumped fences. No arrests were reported. Johnny Bones was on the scene. He files this report.
Yeah, I did not know that they were turning people away. We had no problems getting in. Did it say what either Saturday or Sunday that happened?
I believe it happened mostly on Sunday, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I thought it was a bigger crowd on Sunday for Ludacris than it was for the other two. I thought all four headliners, I guess, they had, let's see, Cheap Trick at 5:45, and then Joan Jett at 7:30, and then on Sunday it was Nerdy at 5:45 and Ludacris at 7:30, and I thought they were all fantastic. We had no problems getting in. And on Saturday I got in like literally 5 minutes before Cheap Trick, so
that's great.
If it was filled up, it wasn't clear it was filled up. So
That's a great spot, man. We played the very first year they had it back. We opened for Third Eye Blind, and that's great.
Oh yeah,
that's super fun, man.
I mean, it's a big parking lot, but there's a lot of great food trucks there with pretty long lines, but still good, and it was great.
I felt very secure. I mean, very cool. It's a cool place, yeah.
Not to mention, there was a Twins game from 1 to 4 of both of those days to kind
that's
of
your
lean
heaven
into it.
bonus.
It was great.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fantastic. It was great. We did a little food, little Runyons.
Oh,
had some buffalo wings.
Oh, the best.
Check out Nerdy. Check out Ludacris. Good.
You may have talked about this last week, but how was the Killers? Last week at the
the Killers at the Palace were fantastic.
How'd you get tickets to that? Didn't you have to be a member or something?
So I didn't get tickets. Somebody else got tickets. You needed to have like a special credit card or something.
Yeah.
And so
Visa, Discover.
There was a Wells Fargo autograph card, I think was the name of it. I could be wrong. I don't know, but yeah, it was as a result of that, there were only the tickets were only like $38. Apparently, they were reselling for $900 or $1,000, something crazy, because it's the Killers at a small venue.
Yeah.
You know, I remember last time they played Target Field. The night before they played Target Field, they played at First Ave, and those tickets sold out immediately, and they were crazy expensive.
Yep.
And I thought I really missed that, because I would much rather see them in a small venue like that. Well, it turns out Palace is even smaller than First Avenue. And it was fantastic.
Yeah, the Palace is sweet.
Yeah.
When Soul Coffee and Reunited, we saw them there. It was badass.
Their singer never actually tells a story or anything. They just go banger to banger to banger to banger to banger. And it was a lot of high energy.
Sweet.
You're talking about the Killers, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brandon had never, had very infrequently, and I would almost say never, performed live before they got a record deal.
Oh, really?
So when he first became a huge star, he was a star before he knew how to perform on stage.
Really?
It's an interesting story. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
What's their best song?
He's good at it.
Oh, man, everything. I like
Brightside.
all these things I've done. I love, there's so many.
Somebody told me is my favorite.
Somebody told me he's great.
And that was their lead song.
Oh, wow.
Coming out on it. And I was like, well, now I'm just playing with the house money.
Yeah,
Are We
correct.
Human is great. A River is Wild. I could go on and on. I love that band.
Yeah, it was really
wish
good.
I'd seen that show.
Yeah.
But I don't have an autograph super duper card.
Well, I don't either.
Which is, I probably do. I just don't have time to look.
There was a lot of debate as to whether or not the person that bought said cards would end up, or bought said tickets would end up throwing us under the bus and trading them for just reselling them to somebody.
I couldn't say I blame them. Maybe he did.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the news. There's more to tell you, but I'm sick of telling you bad stuff. So let's go back into the toy department and talk some sports. Yay.
Let's do it.
Let's do that. We got Marnsey here, all things basketball. We got Bonesy here, all things baseball. And then the rest of us. Power Trip Morning on the Fan. Jefferson Lines is your #1 bus experience. My name is Chris Hockey, and I can vouch for that. With daily schedules to every corner of Minnesota and to thousands of destinations across the country, it's the most convenient way to travel. Jefferson's luxury motor coaches offer free passenger Wi-Fi and individual charging outlets so you can stay connected. Ride comfortably and confidently knowing you're traveling with Minnesota's best transportation company of 2024. Don't wait. Seats are going fast. Book online at jeffersonlines.com today. jeffersonlines.com.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce here for my friends at Connecticut and Connecticut.com with some matter of facts with Meat Sauce. The first sip of iced coffee on a summer morning, magical. But water's so good it makes your coffee jealous, even better. With Connecticut, you get worry-free water from every faucet for less per day than your favorite iced brew. Go to Connecticut.com right now. You can get up to 25% off a whole home Connecticut water treatment system by simply going to Connecticut.com right now to schedule your free water analysis. That's Connecticut.com.
The Fan and BigDeck.com want to help you win $1,000. The Fan. Every single weekday right here on FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
Common here, and a big deck doesn't have to mean a big cost. BigDeck.com has 0% financing. That's right. Qualified buyers won't be paying any interest this summer as they enjoyed the benefits of a bigger, better deck. Go to BigDeck.com today and get your deck on.
Your summer soundtrack is already in your pocket with the free iHeartRadio app. Find your next summer preset now.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
Hey, it's Chris Hockey for Olivia. Olivia Days are here with the best offers of the year. Buy 2 months of Olivia's same-day medical weight loss injections and get the 3rd month for free. Join now, take advantage of their summer nutrition special, and get 50% off the program. Olivia is the 15-year leader in weight loss, delivering personalized plans, in-body scans, telehealth, and in-person support options. Plus, get access to GLP-1 friendly meals, NAD+, and Lipo B12. It's your summer. No sacrifices, just results. Visit Livia.com today.
Order up! Edina AC Repair Extra Filter.
Yes, Chef Wade.
Chef Wade? Working a kitchen line can be a bear, little brother. You gotta hustle.
Just like Pronto's same-day service repair.
We'll arrive within 24 hours of your call.
Or pay $100 for every day you wait. Guaranteed.
AC Repair, Eden Prairie.
Yes, Chef Wade.
Get same-day air conditioning repair.
At ProntoAC.com.
Buying, selling, or just living in a home? You can trust Standard Water to fix your radon or mold problems. Standard Water is the radon and mold expert since 1977. Free estimates start at standardwater.com. Standardwater.com. Standard Water for mold and radon.
Hey, it's Angela Warner. People always ask me, when is the best time to buy appliances? Well, this is it. It's our lowest prices of the season, where we take an extra 10% off appliances from brands you actually want. You'll save more than you think and get up to $100 back per appliance on top of that. That adds up fast. You need a little time to pay? No problem. Use your Warner Selling card and take up to 2 years. And our team is the best. No pressure, just helpful people who know their stuff. Visit Warner Sellion's 9 Minnesota showrooms and warnersellion.com.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce here. I can't tell you how much my wife and I love our brand new sauna from SaunaSupplyCo.com and Sauna Supply Company. They are outstanding at what they do. They built us a custom sauna. It is awesome. It's Wi-Fi, all that stuff. You press a button, it'll turn on, heat up to the temp you want, and you're sitting and chilling in your sauna in no time. We went to SaunaSupplyCo.com. We talked to John, one of the owners, and he got us one of the best saunas of all time. Get the same by simply going to SaunaSupplyCo.com.
Do you have multiple slow drains or gurgling toilets? That could mean a clogged main sewer line. No need to worry because Dean's does drains. When you need your main sewer line cleared, we're the professionals worth knowing. Call the experts at Dean's today for a free main sewer line camera inspection and get those drains flowing again. Click over to calldeans.com for effortless scheduling. It's as smooth as your favorite radio station. At Dean's, we are outrageously professional.
Raising Cane's is the only fuel I need. Their chicken fingers always fill my tank. So when I'm running on fumes, I always refuel at Raising Cane's. But turns out, not everything's fueled by Cane's. Guess the old girl prefers her sauce unleaded. One love.
I'm joined by the owner of the only company I recommend you trust for anything pressure washing.
Thanks, Dan. We have the experts in inventory to make any pressure washing application easy. We work hard to be easy to deal with and have the products on the shelf that you need.
Easy to work with, great pressure washers, and the service to back it up. Ben, how do they place an order with you?
Visit us in Robbinsdale, send us an email, or call us at 763-521-4442.
Building beautiful lives and livable landscapes, 1 yard at a time. LCIlandscapes.com.
All your favorite KFAN shows are also your favorite podcasts. Listen back on iHeartRadio and KFAN.com. Presented by Builders and Remodelers.
Last night there was a beautiful rainbow. This morning there's a beautiful sunrise. at least here in the Twin Cities. I don't know where you're at if you're listening on the Fan Radio Network in lovely Worthington. Thank you to lovely Worthington for having the Chris Hockey Band down. That's super fun. If you're up in DL, where the Power Trip Morning Show will be on Friday morning, come on down, watch us do that. It's free.
Yeah, man.
It's going to be fun.
Awesome.
Yeah. Sure.
Where are you going to be?
In Detroit Lakes.
But where in Detroit?
Right there on the beach.
The pavilion.
The pavilion.
The
right there on the
pavilion.
beach.
Yeah, it's
The
super
water
fun,
carnival.
Yeah, do we have hotels yet? Does anybody know?
No.
I don't know.
But that's Friday morning. And if you want to go Friday night to Somerset, Wisconsin,
yeah,
we have tickets to the Summer of Loud tour.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
This Friday at Somerset Amphitheater.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Just use that talkback button on the iHeartRadio app like Brandon did. And tell us why you need these tickets.
What up, B?
Listen to the final segment of the Power Trip each day to hear if you are a winner.
Well,
congratulations, Tenna.
Yeah, Tenna B is a big Beartooth
Oh,
fan.
wow.
Yeah.
I hope this wasn't Tenna.
Yeah, huge.
The talkbacks are getting spicy today.
Oh,
they're not nice. Brandon's not a nice person.
Oh no!
Wow.
Was it me?
It was not nice.
Was it my St. Michael stuff?
No, it was at me.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh,
I
agree with
shouldn't
them.
be allowed on the radio.
I didn't know what they said, but I agree with them.
That's sad.
I'm a moron.
Oh.
Dramatic pause.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say the whole thing, but I'm like, I can't say that
You
word.
probably
He said
can't.
poor moron.
You gave him tickets and he called you a moron?
I mean, no, he's not getting tickets.
Oh,
Well, that's kind
I
of
transferred it to customer care, wadatever that means.
Oh, was he that mean to you?
Yeah, that was not
Transferred it to HR.
We have that?
we do. It's
Listener
a QR,
HR.
It's a QR code on the wall out there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah, it's great.
Open up a ticket.
Okay.
Well, here's this.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around, your TimberTech deck building contractor.
Marnie, the Minnesota Lynx battle the Mercury tomorrow
That's
at
right.
2:30
How about it?
p.m.
Let's
Why is
go.
it at 2:30?
There's a tradition in the WNBA where teams play one game per year, and they call it the camp day. It's on a weekday, like a Wednesday or a Thursday, and it's in the middle of the afternoon, usually like at noon. So in Phoenix, that must be a noon game. Are they 2 hours behind us right now?
2:30.
Sure are.
So noon 30.
Noon 30, and then the very next game, the very next day on Thursday,
They do it
the Lynx
again.
are in Los Angeles playing at 2 o'clock our time,
Right.
which is 2 o'clock LA time.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Noon,
then
LA time.
and then the Lynx will have their camp game next week, Wednesday at noon. So there's some day games coming up.
Oh, sweet.
I saw those on my TV the other day, and I'm like, that's got to be repeats. Like I was going through the
No.
guide, like when are the next WNBA games? And I saw 2:30, noon, and noon. And I was like, that can't be right.
Yeah. It's
That's right.
And actually, their Saturday game is at noon because it's an ABC game. So that is the typical
Right.
Saturday
Yes, that's
national
right.
window.
Yep.
So the Lynx are playing 2:30, 2 o'clock, noon, 7 o'clock, noon. Those are their next
And
5
is the
game
idea then
times.
that summer camps can come see them?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And they open up the upper bowl. The entire
sweet.
arena is full. I mean, they'll put like
That's fun.
13, 15,000 in Target Center. I understand it holds 19. So I take back what I said about totally full, but mostly full. And a lot of high-pitched cheering from the kids. But it's awesome.
Boney, your Twins battle the Cubs tonight at 6:40. Simeon, Woods, Richardson goes for your Twins. Your Twins are 43 and 47. They're 14 games back of Detroit. The Cubs lead the NL Central.
Simeon Woods Richardson has gone from a guy who was demoted and then called up because they just were running out of bodies to the second most reliable starter on this staff over the last month. So that's the good news. The bad news is that he's facing Shota Imanaga from the Cubs, who has been unreal since he came to the U.S. and started pitching a year and a half ago. Fantastic pickup by the Cubs a couple years ago, and he's sitting with a under 3 ERA in the National League. So it's going to the Twins have their work cut out for them, and they've got to start making some hay. They've got 6 games left in this homestand. I mean, they probably need to go 4-2, inch a little bit closer to 500, give themselves a shot coming out of the All-Star break, and see if they can, be a 500 record as the trade deadline approaches. And they have to decide which way they're going to go.
The hot rumor is on Saturday when they play Pittsburgh, it will be Paul Skeens, the best pitcher in the National League, against Joe Ryan.
So that's an interesting. That's interesting. Part of that may depend on whether or not Joe Ryan ends up getting named as an alternate in the All-Star game, or whether or not he's being considered. He
Yes.
got snubbed,
Yes.
if you missed it, on Sunday. He probably belongs there.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon that, the guy who most belongs there ends up getting a spot as various people drop out the week of the All-Star game. He is scheduled to pitch Saturday. That would make it less likely for him to be named to the All-Star game, because I'm not sure that he'd have to be able to say, I can also pitch again Tuesday, which is, just 2 days rest. But they could also bump him forward to Friday, because even though his next turn in the rotation is Saturday, 5 days of rest would put him at Friday because they had an off day yesterday. So if that's my guess is if he ends up being an All-Star pick, we will not be able to see him pitch on Saturday. He'll pitch on Friday.
Well, then when would Skeens pitch?
Well, Skeens would still pitch on Saturday, I think.
Yeah.
Well, except I'm not sure exactly what his status is for the All-Star
He's
game
4-7 with a 1.94 ERA.
Oof. Yeah, Skeens has been unbelievably good, and Pittsburgh has failed to score any runs from him. I think I saw the stat yesterday, and I don't know how recent this is, but 12 times this year, him pitching, he has given up 1 or fewer runs.
Jeez.
And he's 4-7, which tells you where Pittsburgh's at right now.
Yeah.
Who fired their coach earlier this year?
Would you trade him at the deadline?
No, they would never trade him. I don't think they would trade him at the deadline, especially not. It's rare that you will find. I mean, Skeens, I think, is only in his second year of service time. You've got team control for a guy for 6 years if you want it.
Yeah.
My guess is they would keep him around for, next year as well. And then once he starts getting expensive, which is arbitration year, then maybe it's a different question. So I would say this time next year at the trade deadline, that's probably a legitimate question.
Byron Buxton will be in his first ever home run derby on Monday. He has 20 home runs so far this season.
It's going to be fun to see him in the home run derby. I'm excited about that. He's just got such a pure, powerful stroke to left field. He seems like the kind of guy that would do pretty well in that.
Yeah, that should be fun.
That's a great story, just a human story of a guy. You can be frustrated with his injuries, or if he didn't perform the way you thought he should. But
because he's frustrated with the injuries.
Yes, he is. But that is a guy who has worked his butt off.
Yes.
And that is also a guy who is a very nice human being.
Yes.
Has a really nice family. His wife, Lindsay, used to come to the women's baseball camps that the Twins used to have, and she and I would play a little catch, and just super nice girl. They were high school sweethearts.
Aww.
Now they have 3 kids, and they're going to be shagging balls in the outfield, I would assume, as part of All-Star Weekend in his home state of Georgia.
Yeah, that's the icing on the cake, right?
What a wonderful, just human, feel-good story. Congratulations to the Buxton family. That's cool.
We watched him struggle through to the point where we knew he was in tremendous pain through the 2023 and 2022 seasons. Surgery in between there to try and get it fixed didn't work. Hours spent preparing to play in pain. Every game, 160, as many games as he could play. Not being able to play center field, which he loves, just having to DH. He did whatever he could do to try and stay on the field for that as he battled these chronic knee problems. He showed up.
What?
Yeah,
he pissed blood?
Wait,
he did what he had to do.
Yeah, man. Ouch.
He showed up for the beginning of 2024 spring training looking and feeling healthy, and you did not understand how much pain he had been in until you saw him running without pain in 2024.
And suddenly being balls.
Suddenly being the fastest guy on the team again. And everything changed. I mean, his 2024 season and his 2025 season have been amazing. He's not only, putting up amazing numbers, he's just also playing every day in center field. Like every day. It's fun to see.
It's the best stuff I've ever seen him have.
Wow.
It's really exciting stuff.
It is.
We agree, Rocco.
You were right, Rocco.
Yeah, thank you, Rocco.
Let's see here. The Pacers confirmed that Tyrese Halliburton will be out the entire next season.
Yeah.
He tore his Achilles in Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
Owie.
Unexpected.
So, the quarterback 2 bit comes out today, Hawk?
Yeah.
There's a super interesting tidbit that Kirk Cousins says in the first episode that relates to the Vikings.
Does it involve me?
No. He did talk to you, though.
Then are you just not interested?
I don't care then. I'm going to turn to a different radio station.
Well, there's plenty of them on the free iHeartRadio.
Stop. Don't you get me started with that. Don't you get me started. Don't you do it. Did you guys see that Chevy is selling Mustangs now? This is crazy.
KFAN Total Traffic.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
Highway 10 eastbound, heavy from Round Lake to Hanson. 94 westbound, stop and go from 280 to Franklin. On Highway 36 westbound, delayed from Dale to 35W. Highway 52 northbound, stop and go from Plado to 94. I'm Eddie Manzano. That's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
Hi, it's Marnie Gellner here for LCI Landscapes, a local trusted company with years of experience designing and building landscapes that are both beautiful and functional. And that is important to me. LCI Landscapes brought a ton of beauty into our backyard, but they also made it function so much better. So now our yard flows, it's inviting, and it's gorgeous. At LCI Landscapes, they handle projects of all sizes, from cozy patios to complete backyard makeovers. LCI Landscapes, building livable lives and livable landscapes, 1 yard at a time. LCIlandscapes.com.
Standard Water is the standard for basement and exterior waterproofing and foundation repair. Wet basements, cracks in walls, bowing walls, settling foundations. Standard Water does it all since 1977. Free estimates start at standardwater.com. Standardwater.com.
You want to get back on the road after a DWI safely and responsibly? Start with a phone call to Smart Start MN, the state's top ignition interlock specialist, who can provide the expert guidance you need to get through the whole process, which can be pretty challenging and daunting. They know the ins and outs. They know all of it. And their devices, developed exclusively for Smart Start MN, can get you back on the road. That's a must for many people. I'd start with a phone call. They've got trained experts available 24/7, and let them guide you. Just go to smartstartmn.com. That's smartstartmn.com.
Repeat after me. I am not a victim. Come on, you can do it. I am not a victim. Let these 5 simple words re-empower you when storm damage means it's time for a new roof, siding, or deck. And go to allaround.com. Don't form a self-help group, sign up for bunny yoga, or choke down a bunch of kale. Simply go to allaround.com for a fast, fair, free estimate. Let the experts at All Around work with your insurance company to restore your home to its former glory. Pull yourself together. You won't be told what's best for you another minute. You won't be bullied by the false claims and shoddy workmanship of the other guys. Stand up, unless you're driving. Oh, what the heck. Stand up anyway and declare for the world, I'm going to allaround.com. And if you don't like it, go unfriend yourself. Get started today at allaround.com.
All around, we get it done and we do it right.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum tax deduction and a vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Is that right? Hi, my name is Chris Hockey, and I'm here for Radco. Folks, summer's in full swing, and so are the savings at Radco. Whether you're hitting the road, the trails, or the campsite, Radco has all the gear you need to hit your summer stride. like bike carriers from Thule. That's Thule, you know, Thule. I always see those on the back of people's cars, and I think that's pretty cool. You can get one at Radco. RotoCap bed covers from Duha. And, of course, Radco's own line of tonneau covers. Thousands of accessories in stock and ready to install. They can do it for you. You can do it yourself. 4 metro locations, plus the one in St. Cloud. Radco, it's your truck. We know. You want it your way. Check them out today.
Hardworking people need a hardworking candy bar. Packed with peanuts and filled with golden caramel, Payday is definitely working hard for you. So grab one now to power you through the day. Payday Peanut Caramel Bar. Get to it.
Turnpike Troubadours at the Ledge Amphitheater on Friday, July 11th. Tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
This is Minnesota's sports station, FM 100.3, KFXN Minneapolis, St. Paul, the sports leader.
I don't mean to be this guy, but it's a beautiful day out there. I hope at about 9:40 it starts raining so I can just play video games all day and not feel bad about it.
Yeah, you can play them anyway.
Look at the hourly forecast. That's probably not going to happen.
There's something about feeling I don't know why I feel guilty about things I shouldn't feel guilty about, but it's like, it's nice outside. You should go outside and play.
I do. I feel the same way.
I'm 54. I'm
Right.
not going outside to play.
But there are cemeteries to explore.
Yeah.
There really are. And there's full of interesting stories. I hope someday some dude is rolling through the cemetery and looks down on my tombstone and goes, "Oh, hockey. Yeah, I've heard of that guy."
He died of chlamydia.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
How old was I?
108.
Did I die doing what I love?
And there was a vaccination.
Yeah, and he
did.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Not going to do it. I love to burn.
Your mic's on.
And Corey's not here today to tell you to stay inside and play your video game.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what he would do.
Right.
How did he end up? Is he done?
No.
He's
still
day
playing.
3.
Yeah, he's still playing.
Yeah, he had a pretty up part of the day yesterday. It was
when that guy put his knee on him.
Yep.
It was up all right.
Wow.
But he's a little below average stack right now.
Yeah. Well, me
So-
too. Hey, listen.
Yes, I heard that.
But
I'm
he's
going to look
fine.
at the camera, and I want to look the camera in the eye. And I want to say this, because you can watch this at KFAN.com/watch. We're doing the whole show on camera these days because, people really want to see us. I hope Corey wins. I mean that. I'm looking the camera straight in the eye. I don't know why he thinks I don't want him to win. I either want him to go out on the first hand or to win the whole thing. I really, really, really do. I want him to do well. I want him to be happy because that's a giant amount of money to put into doing something you're really bad at, like he's been doing for years and years and years. And he wants to be good at it. It's like me and sex. I really want to be good at it. I just can't be. So I would like
Are you
Corey
getting all this?
should be good at poker for once in his damn life.
Just once.
Just fold, Corey. Just fold. You're not going to outthink them. Just fold and save all your money. They're smarter than you. Admit it. Save your stack.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So
Wow.
But Corey had booked his flight home for yesterday originally,
No,
right?
he did not book
today.
a flight home.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
Usually
He planned
he
to
told
be
me
here
he
today.
did not have a flight
He
home.
usually does one-way flights for this.
Yeah. Well, he probably said that, but I
Well,
wasn't
yeah, you
listening.
can do one-way flights, but you book them.
No.
No,
he
he'll-
doesn't-
How does that work?
He will book it as
Because
soon as
You
he's
go online and
Oh,
you
I
book
see,
a
I see.
flight.
Oh, I see.
No, because I think what
Wait.
happened to him last year is, wasn't it? He had a flight booked and he just missed it because he
Yeah.
made it farther than he thought he would.
He made it just far enough to miss the flight,
Yeah.
but not. Yeah, so
He had,
So
he had
did-
not booked it.
Did he plan to be here this morning for today's
No,
radio?
no.
Okay, so
He's
he has not yet
I don't.
outperformed
He does
what
not have an out.
he
Yeah,
thought.
but he doesn't have a flight booked. I don't believe.
Right. But what Marnie's saying is you can book it the morning you decide to leave.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Marnie? So
Or
you're
even
saying-
a couple days.
Yeah.
I just meant, did he in his mind assume
No.
he was going to be
No.
back today?
No.
So he's
No.
still
No.
playing
No,
and
he can't see reality.
expected to be playing.
Right.
He could have been out by today. Absolutely, he could have
Okay.
been out yesterday, or even on Saturday. He could have been out.
Is half the field out?
More than that.
More than half
two-thirds
right
of the
now.
field is
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Okay.
He's done well, yeah.
He's done well. All right. He's got some work to do today. If he gets through today into tomorrow, he's got a good chance at cashing. But and the top 1,461 players will cash. So he's got to get to that point tomorrow. If he does, then he'll actually make money off of this. But if he's out today or if he's out early tomorrow, he will not cash. So.
And how are you following this?
There's a new app that they just released this year, World Series of Poker Plus or WSOP Plus.
WhatsApp!
So exactly,
Plus.
WhatsApp Plus. And so they have a whole new system this year where in the past we just would literally like get a report at like they would post at like 5 o'clock in the morning of all the players. Now you can kind of follow it, not live, but like every 2 hours it'll update.
So I have to do it on my phone.
And then last question, like when does he start playing today? Is it an afternoon gig? Is it an evening gig?
I don't know if it's it might be is it a 12:30 Pacific start or something like that? Yeah, it's in the.
So an afternoon.
So he'll have 10 more hours of poker today, hopefully.
10 hours?
Yeah, that's what he's already played 20 hours of poker.
Oh,
man. I'll tell you what.
Are you joking?
No, he's not joking. But I tell you what, my A word would fall asleep.
Yeah, same.
Well, no wonder why they're all trying to get action out there.
Yeah, no wonder he didn't feel that guy's knee
Yeah.
on
He
his leg. He can't feel anything.
his legs are numb.
Yeah. Been there.
That guy's probably horrified.
Yeah. No, that guy was into it. So was Corey.
It did seem weird.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
I felt like, because I sent that picture to that group, and it took forever for anybody to respond. And I'm like, am I missing something here? Is this not freaking hilarious? And then you had to you cropped it.
Yeah.
Which more exaggerated it, but.
Yeah.
I mean, it was after like 7:30.
And
I
if you
was
don't know
in
what
bed.
we're talking about, Corey's playing in the World Series of Poker in Vegas. He's sitting at a table yesterday, and the gentleman to his immediate left has his knee resting on top of Corey's leg as they sit at the table.
Yeah, they're touching.
They're touching. And I think, honestly, that it is a intimidation tactic from the other guy.
Same.
I think that's what's going on.
But you should be able to file a complaint or even just raise your hand and be like, he's touching me.
Yeah. Oh no. There'd be a bleeding nose.
Yeah. Wow.
You get your damn leg off me, lady.
Yeah. Got to be a rule about the under
You
the
would
table
never
stuff.
say that.
No, you're right. Yeah, there's got to be some rules about touching, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if they can call the floor, and the floor will be like, hey.
The floor?
Yeah, well, hello? I've said hi to the floor a few times. You know what I mean? Said hi to the porcelain god a few times. Hey, Johnny Bones.
Yes, sir.
You're a professional drinker. How often do you throw up?
You're a professional.
Wow. Not very often.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm past that point in my life.
Yeah,
correct.
It has been a long time.
Yeah. Well, it's the worst, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the worst.
It's not good.
The worst.
Yeah.
Well, the worst is when you know you have to throw up.
Yeah.
You know you have to.
Yeah.
But you're not to that point yet. And you're just kind of like waiting for.
Yeah, because the dude already paid.
Yeah.
So you got to do it.
Yeah. But there's always that like 2 or 3 minutes where you're like, come on. If I don't throw up, I'll never do this again.
It's the worst.
Please,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah,
And then
just
you're
gotta
just
get it out. Get it out. Yeah.
Hideous.
It's the worst.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Yep.
That is that and the headache and just the feeling gross
Yeah,
is
hideous.
a huge deterrent for me.
Yeah.
Like I love to have a couple of cocktails, mostly Surfside, and thank you to Surfside for
Obviously.
sponsoring my appearance
Yeah, that's
here
what the
this
whole angle
morning.
was. Yeah, right.
But I will have a couple of Surfsides, spread it out, and I will taper off before I go to bed because I have learned in the years that is the way to avoid being sick, feeling bad. Like I love to get a little buzz on for sure, but the hangover will prevent me from going beyond that.
Oh, I cried tonight.
And I only needed a few of them to learn that lesson.
Yeah.
It took me legitimately like 2 weeks to get over St. Patrick's Day this year. Like
you might need a meeting.
Really?
It was a really
How
it
much
was a
was
great
the
night,
day?
but it was a good day.
Well,
but
you were waiting for the shampoo to come in.
yes, I mean it was.
So next St. Patrick's Day,
What
would
happened?
you do it again?
You got crabs?
You got crabs?
It was a good night. It was a good night.
So
you
yes.
know?
So the answer is yes. So
We
that
partied in St. Paul, but it was didn't feel worth it. Did not feel worth it.
I think I find the stopping early,
Yeah.
which could also mean starting early.
That's what I did on the 4th.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
But I don't know.
Dov handed me one, and I'm like, all right, here we go. And then by like 3:30, I'm like, yeah, I've had enough. Yeah, and I just stopped.
3:30.
I mean, I didn't tell you what time we started, but yeah, about 3:30. Yeah. I at one point I'm sitting out, and the wind picked up, and it blew my high noon right into my lap, and it looked like I peed myself. I had to go take a shower. It was a disaster.
You had to take a shower?
Well, it was covered. Yeah, it was. I didn't want to be all
change
gross.
your shorts?
I did all that, and I took a shower. I don't know. I'd had about 14 of them at that point.
All right.
Hey, do you want to hear my Kirk Cousins thing?
Let me hit the Vikings news first.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Radco. Thank you, Radco. It won't be long now. Football season's right around the corner, and Saucy files this report.
So quarterback 2 comes out today, and once again, it has Kirk Cousins in it. And Kirk Cousins said, I think it's in the first episode, I don't know when this happens, but he said, I felt like I had been on a little bit misled, or certainly if I had the information around free agency, it would have affected my decision. I had no reason to leave Minnesota as much as we loved it here. If both teams were drafting a quarterback high, he would have stayed in Minnesota.
Wow.
So he did, obviously. Dude. They took a quarterback, and he found out, the bit is he found out on the way to like the draft party that they took a quarterback with the 8th overall pick, and it was Michael Penix. He felt misled.
Well, they took a quarterback higher than the Vikings took.
Yeah, they took one at 8. That's where, like,
did.
when that was the draft, that like everybody knew the Vikings needed a quarterback.
Right.
And I think it's the Vikings. I don't remember, but it's one of the teams, because they always release these videos after the fact. And it's one of the teams that says, we don't have to worry about pick 8. They're not taking a quarterback. And then it was the Vikings may have had to get to pick 9 or 10, which they got to pick 10 to take
Thank
McCarthy.
God.
Right, relax.
Right.
But like that was one of the more shocking draft things I've seen, and I've watched the draft for 25 plus years. No one thought they just paid him a month and a half earlier all that money. Hogs.
Question
Daddy.
for each of you guys. Unanswerable question, but I would love your opinion. Would we have been better last year with Kirk than Sam?
No.
I don't think so either.
No.
Because Kirk was still injured.
Kirk was still injured, and
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was.
Like, I don't think he recovered completely before the beginning of the season. It didn't look like it anyway.
Sam just found magic in a bottle, like Case Keenum did in 2017.
That said, man, another year in the system and with the coach. But no, I mean, it would have been hard for anybody. What do you think, Johnny Bones? What do you think, Marnes?
I think they probably would have been better.
You think they would
better
have
than 14-3?
Well, better than exiting.
Okay.
Well, it's
I
not
hear
like
what he's
Kirk
saying,
was
though.
that good.
I hear what he's saying.
Maybe you don't.
Well, no,
get
Kirk
to
doesn't
that
win playoff
point.
games.
No, so.
Well, yeah.
He's won one in his whole career.
Let me ask you the follow-up question to this. Would they be better this year with Kirk Cousins or with
no.
J.J. McCarthy?
No, also, though, I don't think Patrick Mahomes could have gotten out of the way of that offensive line.
Well,
the offensive line is what killed him at the last 2 games.
Marnie, what do you think, babe?
Yeah, I watched a lot of Vikings football, and I do think there was something special about what we had, and whether it's lightning in a bottle or there's a lot to be said for off the field chemistry and things just clicking and working. And I have no reason to believe that with Kirk Cousins there wasn't.
Right.
But maybe just something about that mix was right.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. I don't know what. And again, I whoever said it, it's hard to be better than 14-2. I mean, or 14-3, whatever. No, 15-2. We played 17 games.
Yeah, we were 14-3.
14-3.
That includes the playoff game, right?
No.
Detroit.
No. We were 14-4.
Detroit
We lost
twice
to the
and Rams
Lions
twice,
and
but the
Rams.
second Rams was in the playoffs. There you go.
And if you look at that 2024 draft,
it's so weird to have 17 games. I can't.
There
get
were
used to it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quarterbacks taken in that draft.
Yeah,
5 of them are great.
We got the best one.
I mean, Caleb Williams is good. You even said that after you saw him in Chicago. He's a good player.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels won the Rookie of the Year. Drake May played on a really bad team. He's good. I mean, we saw, flashes from Michael Penix Jr., and Bo Nix was outstanding. They're all good. The only one that's a question mark is the guy we have because he hasn't played. That's a pretty good hit for that 2024 draft. That's
we'll be
a
talking
good
about
quarterback
that draft for a while, I think.
Hopefully, yeah. And if all 6 of them are good, that's outstanding.
It's never been done.
Right. Has it?
I don't.
I mean, I doubt it. I mean, you rarely see that many players, and it's one season.
Right.
But they're all good players. So
I know
we'll
it's
see.
completely different. How was the Marnes? How was the draft the year that the Wolves took Ant in the with the first pick?
How was the draft?
Yeah, it was like stacked with stars. and we had 1 million people to choose from, or was he the guy who was head above everybody else?
No, and it was 2020. So that was the year that you couldn't really watch guys work out the way that you would. Yeah, there was a lot of opinions and controversy, and like we didn't know Anthony Edwards. There was one article written about him, and it basically said he didn't really like basketball that much. He likes football, and so everyone was like, "Oh, we're getting Andrew Wiggins again, a guy who's just gonna like walk around." Right. I mean, we had no idea he had this kind of personality. So it's funny you would choose that year because that was the single strangest NBA draft year we've ever had.
Well, I ask because specifically, I mean, we could have chosen anyone, and we chose him.
Correct.
So it's like obviously we chose a great guy. Were there other people who came second, third, or fourth, or fifth who were doing great as well?
Wasn't the third pick out of the league?
No, that was LaMelo.
That was LaMelo?
Was James Wiseman the second pick?
Yes.
He might be out of the league.
And that was the thing is, should it be Anthony Edwards? Should it be James Wiseman? He's not. I don't think he's out of the league. He was with the Warriors. He wasn't really playing.
I think he went to the Pistons.
It's not been good.
He's like the 13th guy on a 15-guy bench kind of.
But LaMelo Ball was third that year, and Tyrese Halliburton was 12th.
Oh wow, okay.
So
who they tried to get back up and get, by the way.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Who they? The Wolves?
The Wolves, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
They saw it clearly. Jaden McDaniels, pick 28.
Yep.
Really? J-Mac.
Yep.
J-Mac.
Wow.
We already had a J-Mac on the team in Jordan McLaughlin, and we had another one.
How cool that we had the first overall pick and we got the right guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
they got 2 starters in one draft.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
A huge, huge move.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Good. And we did it with the Vikings, too, with JD last year, too.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Right, Zacho?
I can't wait to find out, man. I mean, you talk about trial by fire. Hawk, you've been talking about it, the primetime starts. I mean,
man. Chicago Monday Night Football the very next week. Was it Sunday Night Football? Atlanta?
Yeah. Like, that's a couple of,
there we go.
Unbelievable.
Monday Night Football, September 8th at Chicago. Sunday Night Football at home versus Atlanta. Back-to-back weeks, prime time. 7:15 and 7:20 starts.
Can't wait.
I can't wait.
Can't wait. I love that the first game is a Monday night game because you got all the first Sunday to watch football.
And we've talked about this a lot, guys, but it's we go to Dublin, then we go to London. But not only do we do that, that's week 4 and 5.
Yeah.
That's like right away.
Then they have a bye.
And then we have the bye.
Yep.
And then we come back against the hated Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep.
At home.
A noon game, which is weird that that's a noon game.
I'm shocked by that.
Yeah, it's a Super Bowl champs.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lost Sunday. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
You start getting after it about 6 a.m.?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. You and your giant wolf hounds.
Yeah. The twins will be done by then.
You'll be showering by 3:30 with a high noon in your lap.
8 o'clock hour coming right up. Don't forget, the whole show's been on KFAN.com/watch today. You can check us out there. We'll be right back on The Fan. Hey, it's Chris Hockey, the Power Trip Morning Show. Did you know that even in this modern world, literally millions of Americans either can't afford high-speed internet at home or live in a location where it's not available? Think about what that would do to you when it came to education or healthcare or even just social opportunities. That's why AT&T is committing $5 billion to help 25 million people get and stay connected to affordable high-speed internet access by 2030. This initiative began in 2021, and since then, nearly 5 million Americans have benefited from AT&T's discounted internet service and digital literacy programs. What a gift, right? To be able to have access for schooling and for work. And beyond those receiving assistance getting connected to high-speed internet, AT&T has reached about 360,000 students through the Achievery, a free digital learning platform. They've also helped educate 288,000 adults with digital literacy resources and workshops. I love when our greatest companies take this kind of initiative to help people. That's what it's all about, right?
Connecting changes everything. AT&T.
KFAN Total Traffic.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
694 westbound, delays from Silver Lake to East River. 494 westbound, so from 35E to the Minnesota River Bridge. On the Crosstown eastbound, so from Gleason to Valley View. Eddie Manzano, and that's your latest Total Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
Kick off your summer with the weekend wind-up at Target Field. Fridays are full of entertainment with fireworks, post-game concerts, and more on select dates. Get to the ballpark early on 612 Saturdays for premium giveaways and food and beverage discounts. $6 drinks, $1 snacks, $2 food. Sunday Kids Days are all about the youngest Twins fans. Target transforms the lawn inside Gate 34 to Bullseye's backyard with free face painting and interactive games. Kids can run the bases post-game just like the pros. And U.S. Bank Kids Meals are half off. Learn more and get your tickets at twins.com.
Bank of America is the nation's leading business lender, and we're ready to help with your next goal here in the Twin Cities. That's why we have over 3,700 local business specialists across the country. Because with the right team, your business and community prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA Club World Cup 2025. Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Pressure washers, steam cleaners, and wash bays, let me introduce you to American Pressure. Locally owned and operated world experts on anything pressure washer since 1975. Reach out at AmericanPressure.com.
Got a leaky faucet or a toilet that's constantly running? Maybe you're constantly running out of hot water. You're in luck. Dean's does plumbing. At Dean's Home Services, we are outrageously professional, especially when it comes to plumbing repairs. Call the pros at Dean's today to receive $100 off any repair. Click over to calldeans.com for effortless scheduling. It's as smooth as your favorite radio station. At Dean's, we are outrageously professional.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce. I was always curious about those home energy squad visits from Excel Energy. So I finally had them come out to my house, and it was amazing. They checked everything, and they even installed some energy-saving upgrades right then and there. The team was super professional and respectful. They walked me through everything and answered all my questions and really listened to my concerns. And the best part, I'm already using less energy. Seriously, you've got to experience the difference. Go to excelenergy.com/squad to book your home energy squad visit today, sponsored by Excel Energy.
Hardworking people need a hardworking candy bar. Packed with peanuts and filled with golden caramel, Payday is definitely working hard for you. So grab one now to power you through the day. Payday Peanut Caramel Bar. Get to it.
From the LevelMN.com Weather Center.
This report is sponsored by the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
Spoiler alert, I'm slow. It's not my metabolic rate, it's my choice. Driving the speed limit saves lives. Never seen a 6-sloth pileup? Nope. Slow down and enjoy the ride. Hey, we can live with it.
Extra enforcement now on Minnesota roads. A message from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
Turnpike Troubadours at the Ledge Amphitheater on Friday, July 11th. Tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Fan forecast.
High in the lower 80s,
Double
baby. It's sunny.
Double the fun. Make KFAN the #1 preset in your car. And now in the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Just another way to listen to the Fan.
Thanks, Marnie. I needed to hear that. Even though it was completely prompted, it still made me feel good. It still made me feel good, even though I kind of forced you to do it. Thank you.
You are something else.
I'm a weirdo.
How about that weather forecast? Sounds great today.
That's great. Hi.
High of 83.
Yeah, it's not bad. Well, yesterday couldn't have been better.
Oh, my gosh. Yesterday,
Looks like it's going to rain Sunday afternoon. Did you look ahead?
It's
that's
Tuesday.
That's perfect. No, that's perfect. No, that's perfect because we want it to be. We got to postpone.
Yeah,
it.
I might have to push that back a week. These wall-to-wall sunshine days, I
cried tonight.
I am a person whose mood is affected by the weather a little bit. I mean, I have a pretty positive and happy disposition, but even this morning when I was driving in and it's 6:40 a.m. and the sun is already up and you can hear the birds and the trees are beautiful, and it's just like, oh my gosh, we live in a really beautiful place.
Yeah.
And to be able to appreciate some of it is really a blessing. So hopefully you can take time to reflect on that today.
I agree, Margie. It's awfully green this year too, and man, some places
it's all the rain.
And man, I can't help. It's where I grew up, but the corn is amazing this year.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be a bumper crop.
Can't wait.
Literally this year.
Sweet
I was
corn.
talking to my main man Alex Keel about the sugar beets up by where you grew up, and he says it's going to be a great year for sugar beets. That's what his whole family does. They've grown giant swaths. Of sugar beets.
Yeah, up in Grand Forks and like north of there and Grafton.
He's in Crookston.
And,
That's where he's at. Crookston,
yeah. My brother drives sugar beet trucks every year.
I'm going to do that this year.
No, you're not.
I'm going to give it a shot. Alex is going to let me try. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because it's like you got to get it done. Bam. And he told me I could try it.
Oh, yeah, and they drive constant, like 12-hour shifts,
right.
and then you hand it off to the next guy.
That's right.
Or gal.
Yeah, because I'm sick of radio.
That's sad.
No, I'm kidding. I love it. I'm just kidding. No, but he told me I could try it. I think he was joking, but I'm going to hold him to it.
What do they look like? Are they just regular trucks or how?
Yeah, big old semi trucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
The huge dump truck.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like full of sugar beets.
Yeah, oxen.
I said you have me at dump truck.
Yep.
Got to dump like a truck. Is that what he says?
Yes. Thanks, Cisco.
Guys, like what?
Yeah.
What? Is it because of all the rain that the sugar beets and corn and all? I would assume.
Yes, it's got to be.
I would say that the weather's been perfect, hot and steamy with some rain.
And windy.
Windy?
Speaking of windy, I'm pissed.
Why?
What'd she do?
Wendy's is the most unhealthy fast food restaurant in America.
That can't be true.
According to a new ranking by
That
World
can't be
Atlas.
true.
No.
I know, that's what I'm saying. The list looked at restaurants that serve meals that can eclipse daily calorie limits in a single sitting. That's what I'm looking for.
Hello.
They
Wendy's
can all
is
do
the
that
best.
if
They
you
can
order
all do
the
that.
right thing.
Yeah, I think the fact that you can order a triple.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Heart attack?
Yeah, man, I love it though.
Do you ever order a triple?
I have one time, and I'm not kidding you, Bones.
I have too.
I'm not kidding you. It was too big for my tiny mouth.
Yeah, right.
Which normally I'm a fan of.
Wow. Your mic's on.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Why are you congratulating yourself? You just congratulating yourself. I don't know. He's having a fit.
I was celebrating like Emperor Nero. I don't know why. As far as the worst offender goes, Wendy's is one. Sonic came in right behind it. Then Taco Bell, Dairy Queen, and KFC. That's your top 5 least healthy fast food restaurants. But, control yourself, Chubbsy.
Basically, just say you get the most food for your money, right?
Yeah.
That's basically what it's saying. Right.
Yeah. Listen, I never know when I'm going to eat again, right?
Yeah.
So I got to get as many calories as possible. I'm going out into the woods.
As long as nobody's looking.
You're going out in the woods
Damn
for
right I
what?
am.
We used to have a
We
used to have a discussion about whether or not you could eat $20 worth of Taco Bell food. Now this was
For sure.
30 years ago.
That's like one taco.
now you
meal.
can.
Right. 30 years ago, it was
Adjusted
really
for
hard to eat
inflation.
$20.
But how about
Adjusted for
30?
inflation now? It's probably about $50. Like,
50,
could you
I would say 50.
house $50
Yeah.
worth of Taco Bell food?
Yeah.
No.
I could.
Yes.
One person?
No
Here's
chance.
what I'd get. I'd get 1 Crunchwrap Supreme. I'd get 2 double-decker Taco Supremes.
Okay.
I would get, what else is the 2 Dorito Loco Taco Supremes. That's got to be about $30 right there.
And you're still going.
Yeah, and I would probably get like 2 or 3 soft shell tacos. Yeah, in Vegas after a gambling day at Circa, wander into the Taco Bell by Planet Hollywood, you just keep pressing the button. They hand you your satchel. You go upstairs. You get cheese and beef in your beard. Who cares? You move on.
And you know the nice thing about those kiosks are?
They don't
They don't
judge.
judge.
Yeah. And you know the other great part? That the caloric intake on it. Yeah. Just keep ordering. Oh, yeah. The best.
Yeah, man. I feel you. Now you're talking my language. Amazon Prime Day is here, and this year it's going to last 4 days. The online retail giant's popular annual sale for members runs today through the 11th. The annual event brings in billions of dollars in global sales. Billions.
What'd you buy so far?
3 giant shipments of 5-hour energy and some Harry's razor blades for my silly face. But I'm just getting started. I need some more shoes.
It is fun to kind of just browse like what is available because how do you even know how to shop?
I know.
You know, I need everything.
I
Sure.
don't know what I
do
need.
we
Yes, tell me. Show me what I need.
Exactly.
Tell me what I needed to
I
purchase.
will say, if you use any of the products, like we have Amazon Echoes and dots and all throughout the house. I mean, we have like 7 of them.
Wow.
Jeez. It's like become the clock. If
Richie
you need
Rich.
When you got a huge mansion, we get it.
Yeah, when you're up by the pool and you're like, hey,
come on now,
Sebastian, bring me more Surfsides.
Sebastian, huh?
Yeah, that's what
and
you
a
call
giant leaf.
Yeah.
For fanning.
Will Sebastian be there on Sunday?
That's all I'm wearing is a giant leaf.
Your mic's on.
It's not so giant.
Oh,
yeah, it's an eye patch.
Bonesy with a truth bomb.
It's an elm.
Bonesy.
It's an elm leaf.
Oh, Bonesy.
I don't know if that's a shot or not. I'm not very up on my leaf side.
It's a mint leaf.
Basil.
Look at sauce.
Saucy.
Anyway, if you too are a family that likes the
bottom and
Amazon
the edge?
echoes and dots, now is a good time to get them.
Poor Marnie can't finish the sentence.
No.
Great phone charging cable time.
Oh, that's good. That's a good idea.
Yeah, Anchor is the best if you can take advantage of those.
Anchor?
ANKER.
Oh, yeah.
They're awesome.
They make good headphones, too.
Oh, yeah.
Is that They make good. Oh.
They do. Actually, they do.
Call back.
Yeah.
As in.
Are they still in the plastic?
Yeah.
Yeah. He also said earlier he found in his closet a bag full of clothes and half of it had tags on it.
Not half of it, but maybe a third.
2/3. Oh.
2/3.
Yeah.
You're not alone in that, Hawk. I don't know why, but the donation bin or the clean out the closet or whatever is such a slow process. And the tote or the bag or whatever you have, that just sits there and you might add to it. And when I get to it.
I have this other thing, Marnes. I don't know if you do, but when I go to the Goodwill or wherever I drop it off, I have this feeling of guilt. Like I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm giving you this stuff. I know I'm just basically handing you my trash. I feel real bad about it. Don't open that bag because there's a broken lamp at the bottom of it.
No, yeah. Nope, nothing electric in there.
I don't know. It's like, get over yourself. You're giving them stuff to sell. That's cool.
How often have you gone into a Goodwill and bought something you gave?
I think I probably have. I think I have done that. I think I probably have,
Yeah, sounds like.
But it didn't fit me then. Now it fits me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Did I tell you our public storage space caught on fire? Did I
What?
tell you the story?
What?
We found out about 2.5 weeks ago. Our public storage facility was trying to call me, and they're like, "We need you to call us back." I'm like, "Okay." There was a fire on the floor of the bin of the room that we had our public storage stuff caught in, and so basically they were calling me to say, "Well, we need you to a come in and make sure that nothing burned, and b then clean it out because we got to clean out that whole floor, and we're going to move you to another spot. So come in, et cetera, please." So we did. And the bad news is that none of our stuff burned. Nothing.
Yeah, see, that's what
all-
I'm saying.
You want it to burn. Yeah.
Dude, that would be really doing me a favor.
It just all smelled like smoke. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
Which is as bad.
Yeah,
because
whatever. I mean,
that may not come up.
The truth is that Chrissy appreciated because literally we moved into the condo 6 years ago, basically, and she estimates she's gotten rid, and we put a bunch of stuff in storage because we got rid of like 90% of our stuff. She made it through about 2 of those boxes. She'd been meaning to clean those out, etc. She went through another 30 in the week that we actually just touched them a second time to move them from another thing. So it was nice to get rid of a bunch of stuff, but it would have been much easier, a lot less work if it would have just all gone up in flames.
I need to hire a dumpster and put it right outside of my storage unit.
You can do that.
Yeah.
I know you can. I need to do it
Yeah.
because there are things in there. Obviously, I'd like, there's family albums and stuff like that, stuff you want to keep. But my God, there's just, if I've lived all these years without knowing it's in there, I probably don't need it.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did find some great stuff in there, like some stuff
there's
from the
our
kids and so
dog.
on.
Our dog.
But, it was a box worth of good stuff, and the rest of it either got thrown away or is just going to go back in the storage unit for years.
What percentage of people who have storage units, truly it is just a holding place for stuff you haven't thrown away yet or haven't gotten around to?
96%.
Really?
I guarantee it's true. I guarantee
It's higher, I bet. It's 99.
Right?
Because if it was stuff you wanted, you'd hang on to it. You'd find a place in your new home to have it.
Right.
If you don't want it, it's just junk.
But like you probably have like your baby's crib or something that you don't really need ever again, but you can't get yourself to throw it away.
And nobody will,
you know what I mean?
And you try to sell it on Facebook Marketplace, but they're all scams now.
Yeah, which is the worst.
True story. We're trying to sell something that we have a bassinet that we're trying to sell that Louis no longer sleeps in.
Yeah.
They're all scams.
Yeah.
It's all like, hey, I'll gladly pick that up. And then you like research and it's just bots or it's all fake.
What is the purpose of that? What does the bot get out of that?
I don't know.
I
don't know. But it's all like
your personal information.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Ask for your address and then ask for It's just all bots. Yeah.
It sucks, man. That is the worst. Although I did sell a motorcycle on Facebook Marketplace and it actually worked.
Really?
Gave me the money and it worked. It's great.
Nice.
Yeah. Which is the first time it's ever worked.
When it works, it's great.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
But it's mostly just spam and bots.
I was, I was sure I was going to my death, and I didn't really care.
Yeah. You rode the motorcycle blindfolded.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You didn't care.
Yeah, that's cool. Whatever. I think we should do sports, shouldn't we?
All right, I got some.
Hold on 1 second. Let me hit the open for you, baby.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by Builders and Remodelers.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Builders and
Orlando
Remodelers.
Magic star Paolo Banchero has agreed to a 5-year, $287 million contract. His rookie 5-year max rookie contract extension that could get as high as $287 million.
I would also agree to that.
What is his name again?
Yeah.
Isn't it Paolo Banchero?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is that really his name?
Yeah.
I've
He was the
never
first
heard that
overall
name.
pick.
He was the first overall pick,
In what league?
Basketball.
Wow, that's
He's
crazy, man.
a Seattle kid, like from that mecca of.
He's great. He's really good.
He is good. He was injured a lot of last season. He missed like half of it, but holy cow, that is a really big contract for a guy who Chris Hockey has never even heard of.
I think it was Parker Fox that I think he said this that if Cooper Flagg gets to his third contract, he might get like $700 or $800 million if he gets there.
I just feel like it has to burst.
Of course, yes, it has.
We've been saying
button
that
button bar, State Fair T-shirt. No, but it has to.
Just keep going.
We've been saying that for a year.
Yeah.
The TV contracts are so massive that you're seeing places like ESPN make swathing cuts and laying people off, and it's because they're paying these massive TV contracts, and then you have these guys earning these incredible salaries, and it's wonderful if everyone can stay afloat, but that just can't continue. It doesn't feel like anyway.
Well, check this out. This is from today's Athletic. The second apron has long been a boogeyman for NBA teams as this offseason approaches. Quickly, we are seeing its effects.
Yeah.
As the Celtics have dismantled their roster in preparation, and multiple teams, the Bucks and now the Suns, are fiddling with the concept of something called waive and stretch.
Yeah.
Or releasing a highly paid player and stretching those payments over future seasons.
I mean, that's what the Bucks
Check
just
this out.
did.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. Phoenix is talking with Bradley Beal about a buyout.
Yes.
As they
2
should.
years.
Yeah.
He's got 2 years, $110.8 million left on his deal.
Oh, my God.
2 years.
And a no trade
$55
clause.
million a year. So they're going to cut him and then stretch that money out over however many years it takes. I don't know how that is legal under any kind of salary cap
Does
situation.
he have to agree to it?
I would guess so.
No.
I mean, I would think he would have to agree with it.
Yeah, don't you think?
I mean, this is just what the Bucks did with Damian Lillard, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
My guess is he gets the money, but the
he gets the money.
The cap is the part that's stretched, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And he can sign somewhere else?
And he can double dip.
And then the other
Yeah.
Team has to pay him a brand new contract?
I think so.
Okay, check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out.
Oh,
That's his first name?
Check this out.
Okay.
Because of a quirk in the collective bargaining agreement, Beal, who has $110.8 million and 2 years remaining on his contract, must give back at least $13.8 million for the Suns to be allowed to stretch him.
Okay.
If he did, Phoenix would then have a dead cap hit of $19.4 million on his book every season through 2030.
Wow.
for a guy who's not playing for you.
I mean, I think that is similar, and I could be wrong. I think it's similar what the Saints have gone through because they're always way over the cap with Drew Brees' contract that they basically just stretched out even into years he wasn't playing. I'm pretty sure they were paying Drew Brees at least a couple of years ago when he hadn't played in a few years. I'm pretty sure.
What was the day last week or whatever?
Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah, Bobby Bonilla. Yeah. But it's different for baseball, right?
Boney?
Yeah, and those are outliers.
Right.
I mean, and we're talking about this being now.
And this isn't, it doesn't sound like they're paying him the $19 million over the 5 years, right? They still have to pay him the $55 million over the 2 years. It's just that they can actually put it against, they only have to put $19 million versus the cap.
Unbelievable.
Versus it. So they gives them some cap room for this year and next year.
To leave.
To not play for.
To leave.
Right.
Yeah.
But even to play for, I mean, I know professional sports are big money, but the numbers, the 9-figure contracts that are commonplace nowadays, it's unbelievable. I mean, good for the players, but it's shocking.
You're right, though, Marnes. There's got to be a top, right?
Yeah.
We have to be close to it.
Tommy.
I mean.
I think
I would have thought we were there.
Honestly, I think people have been saying this since the 70s, since free agency started.
Yeah.
Right? Every generation is like, I can't believe these salaries. I can't believe how high it's going.
When Kirby Puckett made, was it $3 million?
Yeah, $4 million.
They lost their minds.
$4 million
that.
for 3 years or something. Right?
Well, Bradley Beal last season still averaged 17 points per game. He played 53 games. As you know, Hawk, for the Phoenix Suns.
That's what I. Yeah, that's why I counted
and played
him.
32 minutes a game. I mean that's a decent stat line.
It's just a crappy contract.
I mean,
it's really
a good player with a crappy contract.
SGA, he's almost going to be paid $1 million a game. I think he's making like 72-something million a year, 71.35 million a year. He's almost to $1 million a game.
Nice.
At least that is a player who is still young, who has been an MVP.
Yeah.
Like you're going to get a lot of mileage and potentially multiple championships out of him.
In the 2030-2031 season, he will make $78.996 million. Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a ton of money.
I'm still waiting for a $1 billion career.
I mean, it's gonna.
Player.
I mean,
it's gonna happen.
I mean,
it's
LeBron.
Nuts. Yeah,
LeBron's made $1 billion in
and if
career.
LeBron
Tiger
came in the league
probably
10 years
has.
later, he'd be.
Yeah,
he would be.
I mean, Ant might. Ant might. Yeah.
Sure.
Wow.
Well,
He plays
Jason
basketball.
Tatum
He plays
might.
basketball, Hawk.
Yeah. I'm familiar with him.
He plays for.
Timberwolves, baby.
No, Jason Tatum.
Oh, I have no clue. Who?
Take a guess.
I think the Oakland Raiders, right?
Yes.
No, he plays basketball.
I don't know. I really don't know. It does sound like I should know that name.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum.
He's one of the best players
You know
in
what
his
I like
sport.
are tater tots, though.
Oh, yeah.
Man, aren't they good?
Yeah. Or some Bader tots. Callback from yesterday. Harrison Bader, they call him Bader tots.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like the new bit. You would also eat those, Hawk. You just like tots.
Yeah,
They
like,
should have-
like Corey's.
Oh, my God.
Big old floppy ones.
Your mic's
Big
on.
old breast meat.
My God. Breast meat's been called.
It's pretty weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel weird
Pretty.
saying it.
It's kind of weird.
We'll be right back with more breast
You
meat
need help.
on the fan.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
September 19th and 20th, streaming live only on Hulu. 15 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage. Get tickets now at AXS.com.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
The Fan and BigDeck.com want to help you win $1,000. The Fan. Every single weekday, right here on FM 100.3 KFAN. The Fan.
Oh, sure, everyone wants a bigger deck, but no one wants bigger bills. So my guys at BigDeck.com came up with 0% financing for qualified buyers. All the joys a big deck can bring without interest payments. So go to BigDeck.com and get your deck on.
Your summer soundtrack is already in your pocket with the free iHeartRadio app. Find your next summer preset now.
Hi. My name is Chris Hockey.
Bye.
Don't go away yet. I got to talk to you about something. How does it sound when I say these words? Brand new windows. Sounds good to Rosie, obviously. Do you need windows?
Yes.
Well, Alex Trebek, you're dead. But if you need new windows, wherever you're at, then I'd encourage you to check out Builders and Remodelers at buildersandremodelers.com. Because I'll tell you what happened. There was hail.
Hey, what happened?
It damaged your roof. Or you think it might have. You don't know. Call Builders and Remodelers at buildersandremodelers.com. If you need a new roof, do you know what? You can call them right now, and for $1, it'll cover your labor. That's right, your labor. On any window, siding, or roofing, or door job. So if you're like Rosie, and you have a terrible roof, but you don't have money to laugh at it, then call Builders and Remodelers at buildersandremodelers.com. Yeah, Rosie loves them. $1. They've been in business for 70 years. 73 years.
I don't care.
Lay down. Everybody else does. Keep it to yourself. Okay? And they've been doing it right. And Better Business Bureau gave them an A+ rating.
You're heavy.
That's mean, lady. I'm trying to do a spot here. But now I'm looking at myself. You're right. I'll get to work after I do this spot. I'm going to finish it up right now. Builders and Remodelers at buildersandremodelers.com. $1 for installation labor. Right now. Celebrating 70 years. Proud partner of your Minnesota Twins. buildersandremodelers.com.
Bye.
All right, see ya.
You're at a ball game. A beautiful woman asks if you're in her seat. You fall madly in love and your team wins. Come on, call It's Just Lunch. Their experts get you on real dates real fast. Visit it'sjustlunchtwincities.com or call 612-355-2727.
This is Window Nation, your source for affordable replacement windows at the highest quality. Your old windows, they're not keeping in the heat in the winter. They keep letting the heat in during the summer. And they're certainly keeping your energy bill way higher than it needs to be. You need the pros at Window Nation with installation precision and experience that are second to none. They'll also be in and out of your house faster than any other service. Their custom-made windows are guaranteed to be a perfect fit in your home. And they back it up with the best warranty in the industry. It's why they've maintained an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. So stay cozy in winter, chill in the summer, and save money year-round. Get a great deal on replacement windows from Window Nation today. Go to getwindownation.com or call 866-90NATION for your free estimate. And for a limited time, get 50% off all window styles, plus pay no interest for 5 years. Go to getwindownation.com or call 866-90NATION.
Buying, selling, or just living in a home? You can trust Standard Water to fix your radon or mold problems. Standard Water is the radon and mold expert since 1977. Free estimates start at standardwater.com. Standardwater.com. Standard Water for mold and radon.
Hey, it's Chris Hockey for Olivia. Olivia Days are here with the best offers of the year. Buy 2 months of Olivia's same-day medical weight loss injections and get the 3rd month for free. Join now, take advantage of their summer nutrition special, and get 50% off the program. Livia is the 15-year leader in weight loss, delivering personalized plans, in-body scans, telehealth, and in-person support options. Plus, get access to GLP-1 friendly meals, NAD+, and Lipo B12. It's your summer. No sacrifices, just results. Visit Livia.com today.
Got one of those days that never stops? Try a stop at Speedway and refresh the vibe with $1 large Big Gulp drinks. Get $1 large Big Gulp drinks at Speedway with Speedy Rewards. The convenience stores of Speedway. Valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms.
Celebrate National Carpet Cleaning Month with Zero Res and purchase 3 rooms of carpet cleaned, get 1 free. Plus $50 off air duct cleaning services. Book online at ZeroResMinnesota.com and take advantage of the savings. 952-ZERO-RES or ZeroResMinnesota.com.
People always ask me, hey Livy, what fuels you? Passion? Competition? The pursuit of greatness? None of those things. Raising Cane's is the only fuel I need. Their cook-to-order chicken fingers always fills my tank, and the crinkle-cut fries and Texas toast are the perfect top-off for the perfect road trip. So when I'm running on fumes, I always refuel at Raising Cane's. But turns out, not everything's fueled by Cane's. Guess the old girl prefers her sauce unleaded. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce. I was talking to the Home Energy Squad auditor who came to my house from Excel Energy, and I asked him what he loved the most about his job. He said it's helping people save energy and make their homes more comfortable. And honestly, I get it now. My home feels so much more cozy, and I know I use less energy. It's all thanks to their personalized advice and recommendations. It's really a win-win. Find out how you can benefit. Head on over to excelergy.com/squad to sign up for your Home Energy Squad visit, sponsored by Excel Energy.
Turnpike Troubadours at the Ledge Amphitheater on Friday, July 11th. Tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
All your favorite KFAN shows are also your favorite podcasts. Listen back on iHeartRadio and KFAN.com. Presented by Builders and Remodelers.
As I continue my search for a new family doctor, because mine quit on me.
Sauce's dentist?
No, he's still alive and well. He just said, you know what? I don't know why I'm spending my life touching things I don't want to touch. I'm going to retire and get out of here with all my money and go see the world. He's a good dude. I love him. I hope you have a great retirement, Dr. Mead. But you still left me high and dry.
Dr. Meat?
Mead. Dr. Mead. Mead. Well, you hear what you want to hear, don't you? I hear you.
You know my advice on this doctor thing, right?
What's that?
Get somebody young.
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
All of you.
But that was what I was going to ask, though. That's what I was going to ask. I was going to ask this.
Yeah.
Marnie, you are a lady. Am I right?
If it ain't right.
Thank you. Do you have a gentleman for a doctor or a lady?
Lady.
Boney, you're a dude from what I can tell.
I now have a lady for a doctor.
Oh, see, I don't know if I can.
Yeah, I would not be comfortable with a male doctor.
Right.
Yeah.
Zach.
I mean, I'm sure they're all fantastic, and they would have no problem being my doctor.
Of course, yeah.
They'd have no problem being. They're all professionals.
They don't care.
Problem.
It's
they have a
us.
problem, But like if I roll in,
You're on camera. Remember.
Who, me?
Yes, you Beetlejuice.
I mean, if I walk in, and Angelica Houston's sitting there.
Happy birthday, Angelica Houston.
And she's my new doctor, and I'm like, big fan.
This physical is about to be very
Physical.
And she's like, okay, drop them drawers because I got to inspect the merch. That's how doctors talk,
Yeah,
right?
oh yeah,
I haven't been in a while.
Totally, yeah.
Right. I'm going to be compromised.
Yeah.
Why are you even
I mean, I think you say that every time
You just
drop your
spent 6
drawers.
minutes talking about this off the air. It got him all going.
We reenacted it.
Yeah, we did. Yep.
Because I'm really afraid that.
You have an appointment with a female doctor?
No, I don't have a doctor yet. I'm trying to find a new one because Dr. Mead retired, so I got to find one.
Son of a bitch!
Right, lady.
The answer is.
And I don't know if I could have. I don't know if
Well,
I
you
would
can.
be a good patient for a lady doctor because they would be great. I'm just afraid I wouldn't be.
All you got to do, sneak off to the bathroom like in the 15 minutes before your appointment.
God.
And just take care of business, and then you'll be fine.
Thanks something about Mary.
As long as you get examined within like 15 to 20 minutes.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
Have we met?
Yeah.
That ain't going to work for me.
Why don't you book an
2 to
appointment?
5 minutes.
Why don't you book an appointment online at a place that has the photos of the doctor?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, that's
And
how we
are
got
there-
into this conversation off the air.
Then maybe
He
choose
found a doctor in his area, and it got real graphic of what he said.
maybe choose someone who's not in your wheelhouse.
Good luck.
Again,
Yeah.
have you met?
Yeah.
He did that.
Good luck.
I just said Angelica Houston.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mean to be offensive to anybody. I really need to consider. I've had Dr. Mead for a long time. It's a big choice. I'm 54. I ain't got much longer, I need to be ready for the worst here.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Choose a dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna do.
Then he found two of them that he wasn't comfortable going to see.
Both of them had weird looks on their faces.
And he said,
just felt
quote,
weird, man.
I don't want their hands on my face.
I did say that.
You did say that.
I did say that.
Yeah.
But you have to be comfy, right?
Do they actually?
And then we reenacted what he would do if he got real bad news from a lady doctor.
I did.
Can you do tryouts?
No. Do you have an appointment, sir?
Just
no.
line them up.
No.
One by one.
Like a speed dating.
Peel back the onion.
Okay, sir. I know I don't have an appointment.
Things are going to get exposed.
I'm not officially impatient yet.
Yeah.
I just want to see your reaction to this.
Yeah.
Did you laugh, sir? You're definitely not going to be my doctor then.
This unit.
Yeah, thank you, PJ. I don't know. I just feel so much pressure, and I need to do it because I need to get my Adderall on schedule, or we're all in trouble. All right. So.
Yeah, whatever we can do to
Thank you.
help you.
I appreciate
think
it.
we'd all
Precise.
Thank you. It is precise.
I don't want to, make it make a big grandstand, but you guys having a physical.
Oh yeah.
Is,
I do it all the time.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we ladies that go every year, it's invasive.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
count your blessings.
I don't think there's.
Vaya con Dios.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way for me to say this. This isn't creepy, but what do you mean?
I was thinking the same thing, and I'm very happy somebody said it.
It's a full body check.
Every year.
All right.
Every year?
I mean,
no kidding.
I go every year, and that is recommended.
You go because you enjoy it, or is it supposed to be something that is done every year?
I do not enjoy it.
Okay.
And I would tell you, there ain't no woman who does.
Okay. Right. Okay.
But it's part of just being healthy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Women.
And
Thank you,
that,
Pat.
and checking for stuff and making
sure.
sure everything is good to go.
That's what I'm saying. I got to keep up on that as well. As much as I joke about it, I want to live another 50 years, right?
Shut up.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
hope so.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I mean, you don't have stirrups though. So
I have on my
Well, he
boots. I
does,
do. Yeah,
right?
I know. Because I'm a cowboy.
Why does he have to take those off to get
Why,
checked?
you need somebody. I need to fight somebody. Is that what's going on here?
On a steel horse he rides.
Is he rolling into Valentine? Yeah, that's
Do I
the
need to
kind
do
of
some
doctor
cowboy
he's
blank?
looking for.
What is
Yeah,
going on
yeah.
here?
Has no shame.
I have no shame. I will get beat up. I'll do it for you, Martins. I will take a whooping for you.
Up.
And both. Hey, listen, people take payment the way they like to take payment. That's how I take payment.
Condoms.
Please, Pat, relax. Anyway, what were we talking about again? Oh, yeah, riding into town.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds painful. And that every time I hear about the mammogram.
Oh, I had no idea.
I did not know what he was doing.
People listening, people listening might have gone somewhere way different.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm
sounds
like,
painful
it goes,
as hell.
Like a
But,
failed
no, it's not.
inspection.
It is not
Isn't it really?
painful. No, it's
no kidding.
uncomfortable, but it's
Okay.
not painful.
You would think they would find a better way to do that now.
mean mammograms in general?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, they've gotten much better.
Right.
In
gotta be
terms
done.
of the technology and what they can detect and stuff, but I think the actual way of doing it is you have to
smash it.
You have to squeeze it.
Yeah.
It is a panini press, and there ain't no
That's what I'm
way
saying.
around it.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
that sounds.
thought you were talking
That's
about
what you were doing.
other areas, and I didn't understand.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah,
kidding.
checking the oil.
He's not familiar with.
They don't clap in mine.
I would. I'd be like,
Wow.
woo.
What the hell's happening?
Podcast season tickets.
Yeah. It's a two-way mirror.
He's a part owner in the mammograms.
Oh my God.
Thank you, but what are you doing in
And
here?
everyone gets a standing ovation.
Get spanked.
Rosie's there too.
Oh yeah.
He's got courtside tickets.
Of course I was.
Tickets. I would say tickets, and I'm like, well, I should say seats, but then I just blended them. And
Yeah, we got it.
You nailed
Brandon
it.
was right.
we
You nailed it. You nailed it.
Brandon. Oh, got it.
That's a good callback.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Anyway, get that physical.
Yeah.
Do you guys get a physical every year?
I do.
I feel like women kind of do, and guys
we have to
really
for our insurance.
don't.
Yeah,
Oh, you do?
insurance.
Yeah, we
Okay,
have to
okay.
every year
Okay.
for our insurance. Yeah. Yeah, and it's pretty cool. You know.
Yeah, oh, is it?
Yeah, it's okay. You got to, you know, I don't like having to fast because of what we do in the morning. So you have to do it on a day where you take the day off. You know, because they take if you don't fast and they take your cholesterol, they're like, you're going to die tomorrow. But other than that, it's okay. You know.
So my son is now living in Sapporo, Japan, and as a result,
he lives in a place that's Sapporo.
They sell pizza.
Great pizza.
Great pizza. Sapporo, Japan, and now he's on his company's healthcare, right?
Cool.
So he had to get his first physical there. And the way it works is they schedule it for you.
Okay.
You have your physical. Here is when it is. This is what it's going to be. You get into the gown. You go sit in a room. That room has like 8 different doors into it, and you just go from door to door to door while they do. It's like you're a widget in a factory.
Wow, it's
kind
like,
of.
hey, teacher, leave this kids alone.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a little bit like your widget in a factory. Okay, now you go into this door, you get this test. And you go in this door, you get this test, etc. So I just thought it was interesting.
That is interesting. I would do that. Though.
Huck's seen that video.
Yeah.
Little different culture there.
We're just playing by the rules.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm sorry, lady. Yeah.
Does he speak
Japanese?
Well,
he talks.
He talks.
He's an adult man.
Occasionally. Yes.
Yeah, he speaks.
It's juicy.
It's like he knows like the word Japanese words for turn your head and cough.
He's proficient in Japanese.
Okay.
Yes.
No, he just went over there on a whim.
Well,
is he proficient? No kidding. That's really something.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He's not fluent, but he's proficient.
He knows what drop them doors is.
Doors? What are you, the Wicked Witch?
No, he's talking about the band with Jim Morrison.
Oh, yeah, drop them. They're terrible.
He can say season tickets without stumbling over it. He's really amazing.
My God.
Amazing kid.
I think
Rude.
found your burner bonus. And it's at your rental unit.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Anyway, are you ready to do your bit now?
Oh, yeah. Let me just hit this.
How are you, stranger?
Okay, thanks.
Hold on.
Now it's time for headlines.
I am
Headlines.
tired.
Thanks to Wolf River Electric. Go solar with wolfriverelectric.com.
Why, sure.
Thanks, lady.
See, I'm not like prepared and good at
Avi,
this.
do you want me to do it? Because I got
no,
stuff.
I got a bunch.
Well, let me give
I'm
you
just
first then, sweet pea.
Okay, I just need the. Where's the match game music? I don't know where he puts that. You guys don't give me a.
We don't need it. Go ahead.
Okay, anyway. The shortest street in the world is Ebenezer Place in Scotland. How short is the street?
Like
30 feet.
Like 3 inches.
No. The street.
Did it?
I'm going to go with 1 inch.
The street is 6 feet 9 inches long and
Nice.
has 1 address. How about that?
What?
1 address.
Hello, Ms. Lady.
No. There's a new trend of companies posting job listings that specifically say they do not offer any work-life balance.
Yeah, no thanks.
Wow. What? Why would you want? Well, okay. I get truth.
Some people like to work.
Truth and advertising.
Some people don't like life. Yeah.
Yeah. For some of us, work is life. Life is work. Right?
Did you know there's a term for bathroom camping, and it's trending on TikTok?
What?
You camp out in a bathroom when you don't want to work, or you're at a party, or you just want to get away. You don't use the bathroom. You just sit in the stall and just get away from everybody.
Whoa.
Bathroom camping is
hiding.
trending on. Yeah, it's hiding. But you do it at a party or at work. You just sit in the bathroom. You don't use it. You just wait. Get away from people.
I've done
Yeah, of course.
Here?
that. Everywhere.
Were you avoiding me?
Yeah. I'm going to do it at Marnie's house.
You're not.
Yeah.
The average dog owner makes 27 decisions a month
That's
based
awesome.
on their pet.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's more than that.
Oh, it's much
It's
way
got to
more.
be way more than that.
A news
more than-
report
I think
says the
27 in a
average
day.
dog owner makes 27 decisions per month on their pet, like
month?
canceling social plans to
Oh.
be with them. A dog parent without kids are more likely to spoil their dogs.
Okay.
It's more than 27.
Yes. Yeah. Did you hear about Boney's wolfhound, Mars? He's got a giant dog.
Yeah. The one you just got?
Also, we have a puppy now. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's
besides my giant dog.
Yeah. Oh. Here's John Bonus's dog.
I have famously huge turds.
He talks too.
Wow.
Wow, that's a big doggy you got.
We'll see. We shall see. That's how big this dog ends up getting.
Word has it that TSA has quietly made a change yesterday to allow all passengers to keep their shoes on while passing through checkpoints.
There we go.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
Good.
Already?
Good.
20 years of taking off my shoes for
Yep.
Some
How about
dingling
that and,
tried to light his on fire?
Yeah.
When can we have some water in our container?
We're getting close.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new machines are able to
tell if it's
detect the liquid inside and decide if it's dangerous or not.
Let me ask you a question. This is maybe a stupid question, but you would maybe know the answer to this.
I'm sorry, Paul. This is all wrong.
Oh, I've heard that. Yeah, no, I've heard that a lot. Anyway, I know we're protecting people, right? We're protecting people. That's what's most important. But is there some of it that they're doing it so you don't bring booze into the airport and they can make money off of you?
No.
They can also make money off you buying their water at like $6.
If you're lucky.
That's what I don't like is some of these airports jacking up prices on like, water and stuff that you can't bring through that is like basic necessities.
Yeah.
I think if that's, if we can make any sort of headway in the political spectrum to limit the prices on that stuff in places you can't bring it yourself, make it happen.
It's never going to happen.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's a
There's
scheme.
water fountains, right?
Yeah, and there's a lot of people now that like fill their Yeti or whatever with water.
Just bring a bottle.
Just bring your bottle empty and then fill it up as you go. Sure.
Or don't charge $6 for a water.
Or don't do that.
It's not like
fair. Yeah, fair.
Or don't do that. Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Hormel, I could really go for a dome dog right now, have partnered up with a new bacon-flavored cereal. You can get a 6-ounce bag at Walmart starting today.
Horse genitals.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, bacon-flavored cereal.
Yes, I am in.
Sure, I would try
100%.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the taste of bacon, but man, some of the bacon stuff is too bacony.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's like everything now has like a spicy version. We don't need that.
Yeah,
Not
man.
everything needs a spicy
It's
version.
crazy. There's so much spicy
They have like
stuff out there.
spicy lemonade. We don't need that.
Yeah.
Not everything needs a spicy version.
Well, maybe somebody does. I don't know.
That seriously feels to me like it would be like a McGriddle, where you've got both the bacon and you've also got a little syrup kind of
Yeah,
thing.
maybe.
Stuff.
Cinnamony.
Like that's gonna be.
Yeah. You might be right with that. That's
One of my friends who likes a lot of different kinds of beer had a bacon beer, and I had a sip. It was terrible.
Really?
And I love bacon, but that is bacon going too far in a beer.
So
That's gross.
slowly, I'm starting to see some smoky beers come out in more mainstream tap rooms, and I gotta say, I love smoky beers.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Do you like mezcal as well?
I do like mezcal.
Oh,
That's
I cannot
probably
do
my
it.
favorite.
Really? Oof, not
Isn't
me.
that tequila?
Yeah, but it's smoky.
But
I mean, you can
smoky-ish.
literally taste the smoke. It's weird, man. Yeah.
They got the new both Brewhaven downtown and Surly right now are offering a smoky Hellas, which is basically Hellas is kind of like a Budweiser, but with just a touch of smoke. Boy, I drink those all day. They're so good.
Does it have a bacony
This does
taste?
not. This does
or-
not have bacon, but that's part of what they're trying to show with the bacon, the bacon flavored
It's
beers.
in
They're
the
trying
family.
to lean into the smoked stuff. Yeah.
Marnie.
Yeah.
You were telling me to taste a beer. Do you remember?
Yeah.
What was it?
Orange Whip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Surly
It's
Orange.
pretty
Whip.
good.
That's
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It does taste like Orange Whip. It really does.
It's good. It's good if it's cold.
The golf training tool?
All beer is good if it's cold.
Yeah, that's true.
Not all.
No, not the
Not
golf.
all.
Not the golf. No, you're right, because
Not all.
that bacon beer was cold and I didn't like it.
Well, like
But-
the mini donut beer. Everybody raves about that at the state fair. Is that good? I've never had it.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Is it like drinking the end of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yeah,
probably.
It's a little bit. Yeah, it's generally an amberish beer with a little bit of sweetness to it.
Oh.
And then they put they usually dip the rim in sort of cinnamon sugar.
Well, well, you had Tommy's attention. Lastly, a 30-year-old drug dealer in Ireland was caught dealing drugs when he was in a courtroom for a sentencing on a previous drug conviction.
Oh, that's nice.
He was selling marijuana and Xanax to another convict.
Wow.
And we go live. He's actually right here. You're the Ireland guy.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize he was Irish.
Wow, rough night in jail. Goodness.
You have no idea.
Lucky.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, good.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Yeah, no.
Thank God.
That's all I could take.
On this day in 1889, John L. Sullivan retained his heavyweight boxing championship title in a 75-round match.
Oof.
Bare knuckle
Ugh.
against Jake Kilrain.
When was this?
1889.
Holy
What a
moly.
year.
75 rounds.
No, thanks.
Bare knuckle. How about that?
Did the other guy survive?
Yeah, they both did. Yeah. Boy, that would hurt.
Yeah, that would.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, that sounds tiring.
Okay, well, listen, this has been fun. Thank you, Bonesy.
Oh, good to be here.
Marzi, when you on TV again?
Tomorrow afternoon and Thursday afternoon. Lynx games.
Fantastic. 2 o'clock?
Yeah, 2:30 tomorrow and then 2 o'clock on Thursday. And then I'll drive to Detroit Lakes after that.
Cannot wait to
I'll
see
you there.
Yes, you will. That sounds great.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you all. Thank you, Zacho. Thank you, Sasso.
Yeah, thanks, Hogs.
Yeah. We'll keep you up to date on everything going with Corey, and we'll be back tomorrow morning with Mark Parrish and a Casto of Thousands. It's the Power Trip Morning Show. Take care of yourself. You can't take care of anybody else if you don't take care of yourself. Otherwise, you'll fly away. Right, Marzi?
Otherwise, we'd fly away.
Otherwise, we'd fly away.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Abadab. I love you, baby girl. Have